Yo,
to it.
I'm sober too. I'm sober.
I don't give a fuck. Like I'm always sober, and I've been giving you the business all these years. Fuck out of here.
Who told? No. This is the thing we got to do. Who told you be giving? First of all, pause. Who told you be giving me business?
Everybody, yo.
In your mind,
Everybody, yo. Everybody.
Who else was there? You was by
Mommy, Terry.
You always gonna bring mommy into it, yo.
I'm just saying.
That's funny as shit.
I went straight for the whole run.
I think it came out
pointing on you, y'all. All my shot.
All we gotta do is get Jordan right, then we straight with the background, but. No, I can't add too much. I got enough already.
You're doing too much right now.
Right.
Oh, what I gotta do?
Get a background.
Hey,
cool.
He was on time, so that's good, right?
That's progress, yo.
Sick, bro. This nigga might be
Jay, what's up?
Jordan might be like, a background is counterproductive.
Oh, Jordan, Jordan, you know what it is.
Come on, Jay, you
I tried to be light on you. But you was just like, you wouldn't even budge. Like, I was like, all right, you know what? I'll do a light day and send you a video.
No, nigga, you had 8 plates.
He was talking greasy.
This nigga had 8 plates.
Yo, Jordan be having that slick talk, dog. Real shit. You gotta watch
this nigga had 8 plates.
This nigga 300 pull-ups on his lunch break. And he talked about he don't want to live.
In the middle of the podcast, this nnigga just got up and started doing pull-ups. Like,
yo,
trying to break a sweat?
It's hard out here. The gym ain't just opened back up. I think.
I understand your whole position, Jordan. I know what you're doing.
All right, let's start, yo. Because Jordan, we might not have him for 2. We don't know if he's gonna leave, or I don't know what's going on. So why we got him? This is Brothers Talking Shit Podcast, episode 99 at Warren Set. I am the Flesh Man, also known as the Fat Boy, and I am your Huckleberry. I'm finished.
The fuck you got on dog tags? Like,
yo, first of all, listen, dog.
You're right.
Don't be that guy.
You're right. You're right. My bad. You do.
Then you go with Joking goes too motherfucking far.
You're right. I took it too far.
Look at him.
Right.
Look at him.
I apologize.
Look at his eyes.
Bro,
look at his eyes. Look at his eyes, bro.
I apologize. You're right.
Look at his eyes, bro.
You're right.
Look at his eyes, bro.
Look at his eyes.
Look at his eyes.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? Click.
That's fine.
My bad. You're right.
Yeah. The energy was in his eyes.
God bless. Yo, I'm telling you.
R.I.P. Mommy and Grandma. Facts.
Oh yeah, hold on real quick. I got this Black Lives Matter mug. My wife got me.
Your intro just keep going longer and longer every week, yo.
Black Fathers Matter. My bad.
So what? You could have ended the podcast with that, yo.
I'ma end it with it too, nigga.
I'm Ralph, a.k.a. Iceberg Shorty. I'm moving on. Next.
A.k.a. Dead Man Walking.
Oh, wow.
I see what y'all in today. Okay. I see what y'all giving up on the day after. I see it.
It's your guy, Cool Mike, a.k.a. Dr. Mike, a.k.a. the People's Podiatrist, also known as your favorite foot doctor, coming with the new nickname. We talking about the generational curse breaker and the 40-acre taker from the Prophetic Podcast, because we predict the shit. We just some brothers talking shit.
With your cool ass.
As always, Cool has the best intro. So,
I make him go last.
Yo, I was just thinking the same shit. Like, Cool gotta go last from now on.
You gotta go last. I can't go last, bro. Hey, man, it's the homie boy Jew, a.k.a. the Charm Guy, a.k.a. Jules. You know what I'm saying? Big beard, bully, bandit. I cut it down. I needed to grow it back a little bit, so I trimmed it off. You know what I'm saying? Smokey the Bear, whatever the fuck you want to call me. Hey, I'm ready to pod.
What's good? It's your boy.
Hey, that's not even exciting. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's your boy Jay. The Big Beard, the Bandit, the Big Belly Rude Boy. And we here. We ready.
North Philly Quran. That's what they call him in North Philly.
Oh, I see how it's going to be today.
Let's go.
Mr. 8 Plates.
Yo,
Don't get Jordan started. Don't get Jordan started. Don't get Jordan started.
It's me, JB. I'm here before 9. Brothers Talking Shit Podcast. Let's go.
He's strong and he's bow-legged.
Mr. Here Before 9. That's a new name.
Yeah, that's his real.
That's his real intro. What are you talking about? Like, when it's after 9, he don't say nothing. He just jump in and get straight to the shit.
This nigga showed up at 9:47 one time. Like he's like, all right, yo, we about to finish. This nigga shit popped up on the screen. Like, what the fuck is going on? Let's go. All right, hold up. On a serious note, JB, before we jump in the podcast and get too deep and have a good time, we're gonna have a good time regardless. JB wanted a couple minutes, hit me up, said, Fat Boy, I need a couple minutes. So this is it. Jordan, go ahead and give him what you got real quick.
Real quick, man, just to set the tone. I know we usually go serious for the most part, the early part. So I'm gonna just share something that I've been reading. It's a book I just picked up, The Wretched of the Earth, by Frantz Fanon, if I'm pronouncing it correct. So I'm gonna just get right to it. Because it's relevant. It was written years ago, maybe in the 60s. So it's relevant with our current times. A lot of the words in this beginning chapter I'm gonna share with y'all, just this one page or two, is pretty strong and powerful from this Haitian brother, who's no longer with us. Rest in peace. National liberation, national reawakening, restoration of the nation to the people or commonwealth, whatever the name used, whatever the latest expression, decolonization, it's always a violent event. At whatever level we study, individual encounters, a change of name for a sports club, the guest list, a cocktail party, members of a police force, or the board of directors of a state or private bank. Decolonization is quite simply the substitution of one species of mankind by another. The substitution is unconditional, it's absolute, total, and seamless. We could go on to portray the rise of a new nation, the establishment of a new state, its diplomatic relations, and its economic and political orientation. But instead, we've decided to describe the kind of habitual raza which, from the outset, defines any decolonization. What is singularly important is that it starts from the very first day with the basic claims of the colonized. In actual fact, proof of success lies in the social fabric that has been changed inside out. This change is extraordinarily important because it is desired, clamored for, and demanded. This need for change exists in a raw, repressed, and reckless state in the lives and consciousness of colonized men and women. But the eventuality of such a change is also experienced as a terrifying future in the consciousness of another species of men and women, the colonists. That's it.
You got anything to add to that, Jordan?
I just encourage, like I picked this book up free, downloaded electronically. If you got a library card, you can. I encourage, if you had a time, it's a quick read. Just to, if you want to get outside of the social media and, pick up on something, a little, that gives you a little power, a little battery in your back. It focuses you on what we're seeing now. Because if you're familiar with the uprising in Haiti, the reason that Haiti is what it is now, the reason that Haiti is what it is now because they fought for their freedom, and ultimately, the Parisians and the French, they took, they bled all the resources from those people to where it is today, where it's quote unquote a third world country, but it's very vast and riches on within that nation. But this is what we see now in the unrest is a part of that. You know what I mean? So that was just something that I wanted to share.
That's why that nigga is part of the podcast, because he bringing that shit with him, boy. That's what I'm talking about. Some real deep talk, man. Anybody else got anything on that subject?
I think that's dope. You posted that in that link in the chat, right? I just want to pick it up. I want to get that. I want to get that book to read. Okay, yeah. I could. So when was this book? When was this written, Jordan?
1967. And the brother was so anti, like, against the establishment, man. He actually died here in Maryland, in like Montgomery County. And when he was falling ill, he didn't want the doctors to work on him because he felt like they were going to try to kill him. It was like you go deep into it if you want, Juice. But I recommend, like I said, if anyone got the time, like I mentioned this probably a couple months ago, like I challenged myself to start reading more because the shit that we get on these apps and shit is kind of overwhelming. And it often lacks substantial research, which can be misleading when you're sharing information. And we're all susceptible to that. I make those mistakes myself. So I try to veer off of that path as consistently as I can.
Definitely. Let me ask y'all fellas, how was your Father's Day, man? How did your Father's Day go? We just coming off of Father's Day, man. How did everything go for everybody as far as Father's Day?
It's good, man. I am solid.
Yeah.
Solid, man. I got some gifts. I don't really get gifts that much, so I got some gifts for the first time in a while.
It was good. So mindset is a thing, and so every day is a great day. Father's Day was great, but for those of us who are full-time dads, it was Sunday, more or less. You know what I mean? Maybe
right.
with not in a bad way, but it's always good. I didn't have to do anything extra or to-do list wise, so that's always a great blessing.
Amen, boy.
Full-time fathers is full-time fathers.
Yeah,
right.
man.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, cool. What you say? Cool. They colonize your time. Like they try
Yeah.
to colonize. They try to pimp your
Yeah.
time.
Damn, cool. I be feeling like we the same nigga sometimes. Like you just a much upgraded nigga. Like I'm like the iPhone 7, but you like the 13 or 20 that came out. Cause I was thinking that, and that nigga said that shit. I don't even got nothing to say.
Yeah.
Real.
I got some really cool, thoughtful things, man. I shared with y'all the mug that my daughter got me that said, "Thanks for showing me how to be a man, even though I'm your daughter." I thought it was hilarious because I read the top first, then it goes down, and I see it, and that's always been the joke that, what I'm saying, because I got 2 older boys, right? So she's the baby girl, right? So
right.
I only ever raised boys, right, up until that point, and then having her, and she the toughest one, right? she keeps it all the way thorough, and what I'm saying, got a little iPod case for some AirPods and stuff. R.I.P. Kobe. Got some shoes. I got a Kobe basketball. Just thoughtful stuff, man. My mom's made me a card because she still ain't out going to get cards, so she printed out some old school pictures of me and stuff for the little caption. So, just really thoughtful things, man. My real pop sent me a card with a little Ravens mask. That was super cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope as hell.
Yeah. Nigga. Hey, Rel, my father bought me a Father's Day gift. I was like,
yeah, generational curse breaking, baby.
He's sitting there like, yo, he like, yo, you get it? And I was like, yeah. Spent me $2. I got snowball money now. I got snowball money.
Hey, and we gotta let them listen, man. It's like a woman, it can be difficult for women to accept compliments.
Yeah,
we got to meet everybody where they are. So even our fathers, in your situations, let the men pass their blessings on. Because if we see our mortality, you got to know goddamn well they know theirs. Let them be their blessings. So, bro, I ain't know that, Jordan. I ain't know that, but I'm glad that it was. Be surprised. Be grateful. I don't give a fuck if it's $5. You know what I mean? Because everybody winning. You know what I mean? When that card touched your hand, or when that extra thought touched your hand, I love it.
Bro, he threw me off, bro. I was like, the joint came Saturday, and I was like, what is this? I ain't open it. And then my wife like, babe, I think that's from your father. And I opened it, I was like, wait, this nigga got me a gift for Father's Day?
Right,
man.
right.
Hold up,
There we,
player.
hey, there we go crying. See,
Yeah, like,
Don't
hold
make it
up,
last
dog.
week.
Hold
Right.
up, dog. This ain't
Hey,
the day. You know
I
what I'm saying?
I spent my Father's Day weekend. I went down to Atlanta with some of my wife folks, and man, I tell you, ain't nothing like that appreciation, you know. And women with some thought, they got us. We all had the shirts. I don't know. I ain't seen the picture to the group. The dads. I think it said. I don't want to miss
We
what
seen
the
them.
shirt said.
I see on
They
Instagram.
everywhere. Right. Yeah, they everywhere, bro.
Right. But I'm
We
saying I
could
want the
not
world to
see
know
it.
what.
You know what I'm saying? We wanted
Oh,
to.
look, I want the world to know what they said. Hold up, bro. Give me a second. Give me 10
Dad,
seconds.
the man, the myth,
It's
the legend.
the legend. That was dope. And then we all got these little, y'all can't see it, these little bracelets with our kids' names on it and stuff like that. It was real. Had a nice brunch, man. Really had a good time. It ain't nothing like being around, you know, just good men, you know, good people, man. A great time, you know, a great time away, man. I really enjoyed my Father's Day a lot, man.
Good.
Jay, you good?
Yeah, I just chilled. I mean, you know, just chilled. That's pretty much it. It was a real relaxed day. Yeah, that was it. Nothing. Just cooked a little. I was waiting for Rel to send some pictures since he got that flat top. But
Oh
yeah.
no, nothing like that happened on Sunday. Nathan like that happened on Sunday.
And the big toes up. And the big toes up,
Yeah,
dog.
I was straight up in relax mode, which normally Sunday is my straight up relax mode. Plus my guy got up out of here Monday. So
you going?
yeah. So
You know, I know that it don't get easier. It don't get no easier, do it?
It don't, man. You know what I'm saying? But
That's your
it's all
dog.
good. Yeah, it's straight. Life, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like the void of, you know, Cool said it. Like, it's still Sunday, right? Monday is right here, right? You know,
Right.
Monday is
Exactly.
the busiest day. Like I was thankful we ain't record last night. I was like, jeez, this is fantastic.
Yeah, me too, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo, I ain't get home till like 5, 6, and then once you get settled, it's like I already knew, so I was like, yo, let's just record Tuesday.
Yeah. No, solid move, hey Mike, solid move. You know what I'm saying?
I try.
But let's back it up a few days. And I specifically want to talk about Don't Run Out. If you don't know, our brother Juice dropped the album.
Yes, Lord.
On Juneteenth, and that motherfucker opened the window. Man,
come on, let that
shit.
That shit.
I got it. I was out of town, so I got to get to it.
That's my shit, man. I
let that bitch fly, boy.
Yeah, man. I got to get in the nice car.
I must say, I was riding on the road, right, and when he dropped it, I was on my bike. I literally stopped in traffic and just downloaded it and started riding. And people was like, "Yo, what are you listening to?" I was like, "Don't run out. Don't go and get it now." They literally look at. I mean, I'm on a Harley, just sitting there, like they like, "What is this dude over here listening to?" I mean, I ain't gonna lie, you had me driving reckless because like I was like, I'm
it is straight riding music. Yeah,
and then that one song came on and it slowed me down. I leaned back and I just stood like, wow. I said, "Oh man."
Thank you, man. I just, man, thank y'all for that, for real. I really, really appreciate that because this is something I've been ongoing, you know what I'm saying, as far as putting out records. But man, I'm thankful, bro. I just put my higher message in it. That's how I feel, you know, and that is basically be truthful to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Have love. I did it in my fucking manner. All my personality I put into it. You know, I produced it. It was all on quarantine.
That's it right there. And I said Juice, but it's the boy Drew. My bad. You know what I'm saying? He my brother named Juice, right? But he is officially the boy Drew to the rest of the world, the charm god. That open up a window, go hard, man.
And that cover too.
Amazing,
that cover is.
You know what I'm saying? Luxurious beard. You know what I'm saying? On the
that cover fire, dog. That cover, that's fire, bro.
Hey, Real, all the Juice and Birds came out that day.
I like that. That motherfucker beard shot it on his album cover.
His tree naked. His very tree naked.
I like the boy Drew business. He laying the groundwork for brothers talking shit. podcast to be on title. Put that on the board.
Hey man, hey look, like I think man, the creator positioned it that way. Like I love this podcast. I love everybody here. Yes, you know what I'm saying? That's the goal. That's the plan. Everybody around me is thinking that way. So everything we're attached to, we just want to lift it up and take it up. Shout out to Brady White, bro. Like Sally, them two men don't have to fuck with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they do, and they have. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a big deal.
That's a big deal, and I got their, approval as well. You know, it's like, yo, that shit is dope. So that means a lot that I know the work I put in, the humility, being humble. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a gift, bro. I want to just, yes, we're gonna be on title, or possibly our own shit. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Like we could be on all that shit, man. So thank y'all.
Well, y'all know I was away. I didn't get a chance to listen to it, but I'm definitely gonna jump on that probably tomorrow. Definitely jump on that, see what you're working with. I hear nothing but great things, though. And it's, like I said, that cover is, that's a hell of a cover, bro.
It make you want to be light skinned so you can go to that tree and get one shot.
Hey, Jay, Jay. I love him and everything. Nah, I'm cool in this shade, brother.
It's just, shade, brother. Hey, for a split moment where I wish I was John B, I was like, no, we come back. But it was shining, though.
I ain't gonna lie, just was my beard envy kicked in. I was like, yo, why the fuck I don't have a full joint? I just, because everybody on here except for Cool, me and Cool the only ones that got no beard. And I'm older than about 3 of y'all.
But see, the twist,
you're a 6'4", you can bench press.
All he got going on, he got to have a beard too. Like,
yeah, like
motherfucker built like Deontay Wilder.
Nigga don't feel pain. Had a torn Achilles with 0 out of 10 pain.
And hooping, nigga hooped with a torn Achilles.
So that's what we doing
today? For the love of the game. The love of the game.
Everybody,
listen.
Everybody clips empty.
We definitely had a bachelor party on the basketball court. I like with a big booty hole. They're like, nah, yeah, we hooping.
That was my karma, man. I had to, I wild out for a long time.
All right, we hooping.
This nigga had the classic signs talking about he felt the pop like somebody hit him in the back of the jump. Kevin Durant shit. We talking about Kevin Durant shit.
And still,
listen. It was 70%. Listen, it was 70% torn, nigga. Now I'm telling all his business. How about that? He had one out of 2 pain. He talking about it ain't really pain. I said, what are you talking about?
I walked in there.
I had like 3 people in my career when shit was like that, and he one of them. Talking about, I don't got no beard. If you don't shut the fuck up.
Hey, Cool. I walked into his office. I had on dress shoes, right? I think I had on dress shoes the first time. He like, yo, you lipping? He said, I can see you lipping. I'm like, yeah, it's a little sore, a little tender. My foot was basically flopping, nigga, like on a shoestring.
Oh, what the fuck?
Look, you giving them. Listen, you making them white folks. When we talking about a couple weeks ago, how them white folks.
I know. Like different pain receptors.
No, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. I had like a hernia. I swear I had a hernia for like a year, bro. That shit used to bubble up and everything. I would just refuse to go to the doctor, nigga. When they gave me surgery, after the surgery, the doctor told me I had so much scar tissue. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
But I was like 24 though. I wasn't like 30 something. So there's a difference.
Yeah, that's different. I had no business doing it.
Jordan, you need a black superhero movie. That's like what, Meteor Man or some shit, huh?
A 6'4" Luke Cage.
Meteor Man was shot in Baltimore, by the way, and DC. Baltimore,
hold up,
DC.
We were. Now, let me get that shit off. Now listen, when you was talking about when you was reading the story about from the book, then he said, yeah, he died in Maryland. I said. I wanted we were. That is shit, dog. Let me ask y'all something though. How does fatherhood make you feel?
Who going first?
You already did.
It's like I don't know if everybody know my situation, but I'll share a little bit. So, my 2 oldest children, my girls, they live with their mother, and the relationship is strained with one of them. And up until probably about 2 or 3 years ago, I pretty much was raising my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was with me. And as they get older, and it's, the strain of relationship between her and her mom and the communication not being there has affected our relationship between my girls, whatever. That's the in regards to being a father, like it makes you vulnerable. It makes me feel vulnerable because I'm not there to be like present and protect them the way I want to.
Right.
So I'm never quite comfortable day to day by having my girls out there and they're not under my roof. Ultimately, like my other two children, my younger children. So like every day here, home with my kids, my wife, it's beautiful. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, my little girls, I don't know what's going on with them besides me talking to them on the phone or when we get up on the weekends and shit like that. But it's like that everyday shit. I'm not there every day. And I appreciate that for what it is at home because I'm like, I'm ingrained, I'm embedded in their fingerprint and their, and who they are here when they up under me. You know what I'm saying? Being the father, man, it's like when you didn't grow up with the tools to be, quote unquote, the stereotypical like great father, it can feel overwhelming when you're younger. But as a man, like as a man's man, when you've arrived as a man, you feel capable, and that's where I am. I'm at that point now. Like as a married man, like I'm capable, I'm solid, and this entire journey throughout raising them, I'm just grateful. It's a pleasure.
That's dope. That nigga, man, he come here before 9, man. God damn. How I feel, man, I ain't gonna hold you. Like in my life, when I thought about the future and stuff, like I wasn't always sure I would be good at certain stuff. I always felt like fatherhood was something that I just would not ever be able to feel it, and I refused to, that was not possible. That was not going to ever happen. I wasn't sure about a lot of things in life, but I knew that once, October 14th, 2009, I knew that day, like, yeah, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna figure it out. And every day ain't been, the sunniest, but I'm blessed that, I'm just blessed, man. And that's the proudest thing I am. Forget anything else. Forget anything else I've achieved in this world. When I go, I feel confident in the fact that when my kids are out here in this world, they're going to be okay because of the tools that me and their mother or have instilled in them. So that's my proudest, and that's that's my number one. That's number one on my list, no matter what I achieve in this world.
Man, beautiful words, man. I love fatherhood. I had my dad growing up, so I could say that I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the few. At times it was hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because a man gonna check you and keep you on your toes. But it made me want to be around for my children and love them and want to see them grow. I've had to grow. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely identify with that, Jordan. I've had to grow. There were times I wasn't always the best person inside, but I've always managed to always be able to love and take care of my children and not take that out on them. You know what I'm saying? As far as even talking, like we can talk, and I want to maintain having that channel with my kids that they can tell me how they feel about things. You know what I'm saying? I make sure just being not just here, but present in some way, as best I can. We know as men, it's hard sometimes, but man, I'm thankful for the opportunity and capability to piggyback off that. What Jordan said too is definitely, I feel at this point I'm capable. It makes me feel, I can see the value in myself when I look at my family and I see the children there and being able to have a vision and provide something greater. You know what I'm saying? That really makes you feel good as a man to be able to do that. We should take pride in that. and wanting to take care of responsibilities and help elevate a situation. So, man.
Man, fuck these kids. Go ahead, cool.
No, I was going to say, I very much enjoy fatherhood. Nickname Cool Mike, and there was a lot of Mikes in the hood. But people know Dita Mike, which is my father, right? He was
the
like
whole world knows him.
Right.
You can go to California right now, ask somebody on the street, do you know Dita Mike? And they're going to give you a whole story. Swear to God. True story.
True story. Somebody know Dita Mike, right? Facts. So he was the neighborhood father. He was like, he was the homeboy's father. He was the only consistent one, especially like Cherry Hills times, consistent dad. And even there was a good portion of time where my dad didn't live with us, but haircuts or whatever, whenever, he was never absent. You know what I mean? And even down to, I think he was picking me up from school every day at some period of time before I was catching the bus. So like I say that to say, I wanted to bring that up specifically because my dad never knew his father. Not only did he never know his father, he never knew a single family member from his father's or paternal side of the family till his day. He'll be 70 this year. And to say that a man goes from having zero blueprint, at least we even come from maternal hugging side of the family, right? But zero blueprint to a generational curse breaker. I mean, shatterer, to become the neighborhood dad, the world dad. Like he done mentored and took the basketball practices. Niggas I don't know now that's grown. They'd be like, your father used to so and so and so and so. Your father used to take me to practice. I didn't even know at this time, right now, and still these actions. So like nobody, what I also believe about fatherhood and motherhood or parenting in general, all the books in the world, all the advice in the world, can't nobody tell you how this finna go, right? Everybody's situation is different. You layer in the relationships with the parent or your spouse or your peoples or whatever. You would layer in generations and you layer in addiction in family lines or depression or mental health in family lines that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? You layer that stuff in to these situations, especially as dads. I'm proud to say I don't know no dudes that don't take care of their kids. I don't know them. I ain't friends with none of them at least, right? And that's a difference in how it is. So I'm happy and blessed to be a dad, man, and just understand the natural things and hone in on the skills that Dita Mike gave me to pour into my children, especially my son, no doubt.
Jay, you got something? Oh, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead,
bro. So my experience has been different. And I'll talk about me, then I'll talk about my kids, right? My dad has been in my life since I was 4 years old. If you know me, you know who my dad is and how I get down with that. So to always have that father figure in my life has been a total blessing, right? So I did have a blueprint, right? And still the man that I admire to this day. And if I'm going through something or need some help with something, I'm going to give him a shout out, right? And, he is a dad to everybody. It's everybody on this call, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Call him dad or obviously uncle, right? And, even the people that call him uncle, he's treated him like a son. And my two good cousins could definitely vouch for that. So shout out to my pop for being there every step of the way for me my entire life, for as far back as I can remember. And then my kid dynamic is a little different, right? So you have one child that's never lived with me, one child that I have custody of, and then another that I was blessed and thankful to, be in her life, right? So it's funny because I've been through the rocky stuff like Jordan was talking about, right? You know what I'm saying? I've been through a bitter custody battle. No, I wouldn't say bitter custody battle. I won. So
it ain't bitter when you win, right? It ain't bitter when you win.
Let me not be petty, because I've moved on from such darker times, man. And as you grow and you elevate, you don't worry about certain things anymore. But I love my kids, man, and they're all their different individual, authentic selves. And that's the biggest joy about being around them every day. I got grown kids, right? You know what I'm saying? So my oldest is about to turn 21. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Just to kind of put that in perspective, right? And my youngest just turned 13. But all these motherfuckers gotta get out of my house. Like
that's the bar. That's the bar.
That's
the goal.
That's the move for real. You know what I'm saying? And then having another, I would say, child or somebody I've always looked as a child with my niece here, right? And she only ever calls me dad and calls
Ray.
calls my wife mom, and trying to get her when she was younger, and just righting some wrongs that happened. But her being here now, and I told her how to teach how to drive, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's just really cool, man, to be a blessing in somebody else's life, man, especially when y'all share the same blood or y'all consider family. Being a dad is cool, man. Being a boy dad, being a girl dad, being a good father, period. And I also echo the sentiments of cool. I don't know nobody who don't take care of their kid. Like we don't hang. You know what I'm saying? My circle about yay big. It's almost as small as a period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't really care about nothing or nobody else, man. My life today at coming up on year 40 is about
let's go
addition by subtraction. You know what I mean? If I don't fuck with you, you'll know, because I don't fuck with you, right? And I'm good, and I'm home, so I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, if you know anything about my family, like that's the worst thing they could ever do, was like put me around my folks. You know what I'm saying? My best friend 2 hours up the road. You know what I'm saying? My cousins around the corner. We Gucci. We get to it. You know?
Right.
I just need my brothers to be a little bit closer. But even when I was in Texas, I got on the road, made my way to Houston. Me and Jay, we already know how we give it up. You know what I mean? He already know. He can come in any time of day. You know what I mean? He already know what the vibe is, right? So when you family to me, you family to me, man. So I'm just thankful to be around people that are positive and taking care of theirs. And, I used to make jokes when I was in Japan, and, I'm raising my son right so he don't rob yours, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, literally, that's why I used to tell people, like, I got to make sure that he's straight, because, you know what I mean, that's the future. And, life is good, man. No complaints at all, man. None. Except they got to get out.
What you got, Jay?
No, man, it's so I'll give my, for those who know, my pops passed away at 14. So me personally, I think my pops was a pimp. Whatever you take for what it is. My oldest brother is 70, right? We're 37 years apart, and I'm the youngest boy, right? So I think Cool said it earlier. His dad is going to turn 70, right? So it's like, he was in Vietnam, and then years later, I'm in Iraq and Afghanistan or whatever. So, my pop really, he didn't show me, what it was to be a man. And around those times in Baltimore in the, 80s and 90s and 2000s, then I wasn't listening, and I wasn't, I was a, young kid, so I wasn't, there. But when he passed my brother, he took me in, and so I really learned a lot from him. So shout out to my brother. For definitely taking me in, because it was a blessing. Like he didn't have to do it. But I learned so much from him. And, like me personally, I have two stepdaughters. I don't have my own. So, I just try to, give them that love that they need and show them that I'm here. And also let them know at 18 they're getting the hell out. So that.
Oh yeah. 18, also, God
18,
forbid, if shit change, they not yours no more. K-ass, man.
Hey, yo, listen, y'all talk all that shit y'all want, nigga. Y'all ain't kicking no girls out, nigga. Y'all talk all that. You might kick the boys out. Your daughter, you're a little less hesitant to.
Look at Jay.
I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. I'm going to make you a believer.
18 to 6 months. Pretty much once they graduate, you got 6 months. You join the military, you go to college, you ain't in here. You ain't staying here. But, it's just it's a learning experience, for me and them together. So we're all learning, how to go through this thing called life. Also, my childhood was way different than theirs. I grew up with sleeping on the floor because in Baltimore in the 90s, bullets are coming through your window on Greenmount Avenue and Old York and Cater. So
facts.
I didn't sleep in the bed. I didn't know what the bed was until, later in life and until I moved to Virginia and whatnot. So now that, I have this thing and I have, at my young age, don't say nothing, Jordan, on me, but at my young age, I have experience. When you have a brother that's 70 and he can teach you, things that, he's seen, and then you have, your own life experience and traveling around the world in the military and living in, from hood to hood and coming across people and brothers like y'all, bro. I mean, everybody is in this chat. Like, when I talk about this chat, this chat, when I talk about this podcast, then, it's like people see the joy that I have in it. Speaking of that, I need shirt. They see the joy. They see what it is. And, I just got on the phone with somebody and I was just telling them, like, look, you got to look at our podcast, right? Because we just talked about it because he was like, oh, I need this, but I don't know how to ask for this. And I'm like, that's the problem with brothers, that we don't have, saying that you need help. Like, hey, I need help. Like, what can you do for me or whatever? So, that's where I'm at now. And it's all about growth now. So I'm just trying to, grow my business, grow the family, and see what this thing called life takes us.
You know what? You made a good point, and it's something I want. It's a place I want to take it real quick because what you said about passing on information, and like I got younger guys I talk to, and I think it's important that us as black men, I have young guys come to me, yo, dog, I'm 6 months in marriage. I ain't got this shit figured out. I can give you what I got, but then I'm still like, so it's important that importance of passing it on and still taking it in. Because I sit back with my wife's uncles, you know what I'm saying, and talk to them, and they giving me game. You know what I'm saying? One of her uncles, wife passed away. They've been married 35 years, and I'm just seeing his love for her, and you can feel his passion and know it's real. You get what I'm saying? So that's another thing I want to get into, and that's what I think this podcast does. We laugh and joke and we have a good time, but there's a lot of information being passed, whether it's factual, like history stuff like Jordan gave you, or it's just grown man stuff that we just know, and there ain't no book that says it, but we just know that is necessary and it's a part of what we got to go through. So I want to get into that, like just the importance of passing on that information, having conversations. We talk about a lot of things on this. We 99 episodes in. We done talked about getting checked out and your health and how important those things are.
Hey,
go ahead, cool.
Bro, to your point, Neef, that's an excellent point, and it came up before. Specific. This Warren Sapp episode gonna be a banger already, because the reference is this. Imagine this, right? First of all, we understand. I think we could come to a general consensus that black men just don't talk enough about anything in particular. Our communication skills to each other can stand some elevation. So at the very least, if nothing comes from this podcast, us just talking, right, is only a positive thing because we, in a stereotypical way, don't communicate effectively enough with each other. And we go range of topics, which is an important thing. But the other thing is that we are documenting this, right? So that our words will literally live forever. Will live in perpetuity, and can always be referenced. Imagine if you had the uncles or the dads or whatever other generation being able to reference that at will about health or social issues or finances or relationships. We are literally just talking as a collective, and our group chats kind of reflect those personalities, but we are also individually and collectively purpose walking. Man, we are all going to see some crazy growth individually and collectively, and it's just going to be fun to go from episode none to episode forever.
Yo, I had a lady, I had sent her the link or whatever, and she said, she asked me, was it vulgar content or whatever? She said, just wondering so I can listen to it while I cook and clean with my son. And I told her, like, it's a little bit of cussing, but I think it's definitely good for you and your son to listen to together. You know what I mean? Because I think we might give him something like, I got a little cousin, and it really is my pop's best friend, his son. You know, when he was young, he used to come around me. Dom used to come around me. Dom probably like 26 now. And I wasn't always the best influence in the fact that I would let him drink with me or stuff like that. But I was always giving him game, always giving him what I had at my age. Whatever I had, I gave to him. To the point where as though I used to stress to him, like, yo, don't have no baby young and all that. So one time he hit me up and told me he about to have a kid. I'm like, oh, damn, what you got to tell your pop? He like, no, I already told my pop. I was more worried about you because you always instilled that in me, like, yo, just enjoy your life. Don't, be in a rush to have a child. So when he had his child, when he called me, I'm thinking he calling me so we can get his pop ready. He already told his pop. He ain't want to tell me because I always was on him about that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit real. But y'all want to talk about what's going on in the world, though, man? What's going on, man? What we want to start? We want to start with this Bubba Wallace situation?
Before we do that, it's a dead issue. We can talk about it. Yeah,
it's a dead issue. It's not a dead issue.
It is a dead issue
because they said the FBI has looked into the hate crime, which it turns out not to be a hate crime. They say the rope was hanging or in the speedway prior to this.
As far as last fall, then they say?
Yeah.
Yes.
Last fall. So is it a hate crime if it's been there?
So you think it's been there? You believe that?
Hell no.
I do. They didn't have to say anything. They didn't have to say anything. This wasn't a news person that found it and was like, oh, the NASCAR put it out. Right? So for it to come down now and then you have a picture from last fall and it was there, then dead issue.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the person that's going to fabricate or make something out of something, nor am I the conspiracy theorist person. But again, if you wanted to hide some shit in America, you can really hide it. And they could have not said nothing at all. Right? But they put it out there.
So why did they bring the issue up about it being there
without double checking?
If it was there last year. That's the question.
Some reporters saw that shit.
That it was there.
Yeah, some reporters saw it. And
no, I thought somebody part of the crew reported to somebody. So I think if somebody stumbled upon it in times as sensitive as it is, you don't want to be like, oh shit, is that a news? And I didn't say nothing. I guess I can see how it can happen.
I will say this. So when I used to do like kind of like maintenance work, if in the garage trailer, you will see a rope hanging from, like, if you got to take out the utility vehicles, whatever, or a big truck or some shit. Sometimes you need you'll see that rope and it's tied in that, I forgot what kind of knot it's called. I don't know if it's whatever. It looks like a noose. but it's not. Obviously, it's not going to be a noose, or whatever. You'll see something physically that looks like that, and then somebody showed a picture, of it. I think earlier today, and they showed the actual joint. And I was like, oh, I've seen that myself before, and I remember seeing it when I was working. Was like, I'm like, damn, that look like a fucking noose, but it isn't. But it even though it's just a rope tied
to the naked eye, it could be a noose.
Yeah, right. That if it functions the same fucking way, because you put your arm in that bitch and somebody pull the other end.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's kind of the point.
Yeah,
we got to get off the sensitivity shit. Like at the end of the day, man, fuck that. I want to spend this. Can I interject my fuck you moment? Like, dog, fuck Joe Biden, fuck any Democrat talking about they gonna make Juneteenth a national holiday. Like, get off of it. Fuck it. Like, don't. Okay, you.
Hold on, ain't that what did Trump say? Trump said he brought Juneteenth to the forefront, didn't he?
Man, that nigga's an idiot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that shit. At the end of the day, it's like this. We have to see what the fuck is happening right now and demand shit that's going to benefit us. Like, I don't give a fuck about you making some shit a national holiday. If you really ain't talking reparations, like for real, and don't hit me with that shit just because you want to get elected. Like, these motherfuckers talking about it, but hey, if it's really gonna happen, it has to happen. Or give us some real concrete laws. Rather than that, I'm tired of the noise.
Right. The Black Lives Matter painting in the street, the holiday that they gonna capitalize off of. We see the play, and we young enough to see it coming a mile away, like a 20-year Zenith. Right? We old enough and young enough to understand what's going on right now. So you're right, Juice. The fact that the NYPD on Father's Day, somebody choked somebody and dude passed out on camera. Oh, it's just a blip on the fucking screen, or maybe hadn't even heard it at all on Father's Day after they passed some law that outlawed it or made it criminal. Rather, it's been outlawed or allegedly, right? But we know Eric Garner and what happened to him on camera. So what the fuck is we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like if we still died in the street or have the ability to die in the street, potential to die in the street, what the fuck is we talking about? And if it ain't about reparations or killing us in the street with impunity, then you're right. I ain't with it.
Oh.
Well, we're good. Hey, everybody was out there in solidarity. Like I said,
it brought it brought Richard Petty.
Yeah, Richard Petty, 82 years old, ain't been out there since COVID, but he owns the racing team that Bubba Wallace drives for. So he came out there, said all I wanted to do was hug my driver. Like I said, the NASCAR always seemed to be an extremely racist event,
right.
if I could say the least, right? You know what I'm saying? And, they banned the flags finally in 2020, and all the motherfucker did was pull up out there in their RVs and had their flags hanging, and they got there going to put a banner up and flew the damn Confederate flag over the racetrack. Like, a motherfucker literally said, hey, dog, I'm going to spend this $3,000 today, get this banner created, and shove it to the man, and you know what I'm saying, fuck his black ass. Like, literally, that's how people think. And then people have the audacity to tell me there is no problem. So, yeah, I used to get upset when they said shit like that. Nah, I don't. I'm like, all right, bro.
I will say this, though. Oh, go ahead, Juice.
I do want to interject this in. Hey, dog, the Confederacy, historians, everybody knows this. They lost and they committed treason. That shit should not be allowed on the fucking. What the fuck are y'all really thinking about?
Yeah,
that's like the equivalent
against all enemies, foreign and domestic.
Yes, what the fuck is you talking about?
Yes, right. Like they literally
domestic.
They literally did the same shit the Nazis did, and people would just be like, "Well, it's our heritage. It's our heritage." Fucking heritage, dog. Get rid of them funky ass fucking flags, man.
And Germany be getting far away from that shit.
Yeah, hey, cool.
Germany don't want no parts of that.
Yeah, I will say this though. I'm not really. I fuck a redneck. I ain't. But one place, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna say scared, but I'd be a little apprehensive. is South Carolina, boy. I do not fuck with South Cackalack. If that shit, I mean, my cousin live there. I love DJ, but if that shit disappears, guess who ain't gonna shed a motherfucker tear? Because that place is the fucking cracker asshole.
They can have a lot of these. They can have a lot of these places. Just stop killing us in the fucking street, or because we black.
If you think South Kakalaki is, go to fucking Kentucky. We keep telling you this. Go to Kentucky.
I don't know, Jay.
They don't have nothing on South Carolina, bro. Nothing on South Carolina. They hit here the KKK. Clanville is between Louisville and E-Town. Like it's right. There's a whole compound. Right?
They got a goddamn a compound.
Yes. They have they literally, like, when you get to Fort Knox, Kentucky, they say, "Oh, you African American? Don't go to Shepherdsville." Like, you're not, like, you literally.
It's commit murder for fun type shit.
It's you have to sign a counselor.
Cool said murder for fun.
You have to sign a counselor statement. I had to sign a counselor statement not to go to Shepherdsville because I was African American.
What?
Yeah, it's certain.
Yes.
Yeah.
What in the slave papers is that?
What the fuck is that? You sign a waiver like to not die in the United States of America?
That shit like don't jump out of a plane when you're a quarterback or some shit like that. Same fucking risk. Just sign this waiver.
It's the same. Like, if you think, because they got it there, and then they got it right on the other. They got another camp on the other side of the river in Indiana. So it's like, if you go down to Louisville, they close to you. If you go to E-Town, then you close to. It's like, all right, where you want me to go?
Let me get the fuck out of Kentucky.
They just had to tell you. They really had to tell y'all, and they just had to really legally say they told y'all. Like, that's crazy as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how to do it? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But
he ain't bullshit.
Speaking of Louisville, Kentucky, this Metzler guy. Let me get his name.
Yeah. Hold on, I got it.
Ethan Metzler, a private in the United States Army.
This shit crazy.
Acting against the United States. He was planning a mass casualty attack on his unit once they deployed to Turkey, and sending confident information about his unit. And then he also confessed to it. So, I put it in the chat today.
He confessed?
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm going to read to it. It says, Metzler declared himself to be a traitor against the United States.
What?
And described his own conduct as tantamount to treason. We agree. W.F. Sweeney Jr., FBI Assistant Director in charge of the New York office, said in a statement, he turned his back on his country and his unit while aligning himself with members of the neo-Nazi group 09A.
That motherfucker going to be protected in prison.
He needs to get the death penalty.
Yo, it's more than them kind of motherfuckers out here, though, right?
It is. It's very much. But seeing that you got caught, you need to deal with the reparations and the repercussions. And
but they want to milk him to get some information out of him first. They going.
Do they? I mean, do they?
Oh, definitely. They're going to.
The information. He might get something right. He might get something right for the right information.
It depends how high he can get.
Listen, bro. They put all white cops on the police officer and that choked out George Floyd.
Yo, then
the black. Do they want more information about a white supremacist that was doing some white supremacy shit? I mean, do they already know that white supremacists have infiltrated law enforcement? Is it a surprise that they've infiltrated in some shape, form, or fashion the military too? They're the same kind of people. Like, I don't like, not no disrespect, but I mean, what are they going to find out? That white supremacy exists worldwide? What are they going to find out?
We had a grand fucking wizard working for Baltimore City Police Department. A grand wizard fucking clan
in Congress, grand wizards everywhere. Come on.
That retired. He retired.
But we want to run off and live with these motherfuckers so bad. Look, I want to. I don't mean us, but I mean us. Like,
I know what you're saying.
As a
Yeah,
whole.
we got you.
I just had this conversation with my wife because she's dead set on like I want out of Baltimore. I want to move to the suburbs. And I'm like, that's cool.
Hold up. Pause. Nigga, is that your foot?
Wait, no, that's my hand.
My man, we said deep conversation. Look, he looked far away. Now look, he looked far away. So this thing got his big toe just.
Neat, what's in that cooler? You got?
Yeah.
What's in that?
This Jameson, baby, straight and nice.
You gotta put the ginger beer in there, big dog.
It was too hot to go.
That is good. Ginger beer.
Yeah, that's a good
grown man. Can we get back on point? Because Juice was goddamn cook, man.
Juice was right with it. Juice was talking. Hey, look. Yeah, you gotta get some ginger beer. Yo.
Juice, go ahead. Juice, my bad.
Listen. Listen. We are so in a rush to be involved with somebody that really wants to take us out. Just like this shit with Bill Gates and this vaccine going on right now. We not falling for that shit, bro. We don't want no parts of that shit, baby. We not trying to have you put the vaccine and test it on us because we know we got the genes and we got the DNA that lasts. You know what I'm saying? We got the stuff in us that they fucking need. We have everything that it takes to survive and keep on going. And they want to take that out by any means necessary. You can see that. So yeah, I don't like, to Cool's point, I don't give no fucks about what they find out about this beast. I don't care because he's a beast. He's been showing you he's a beast. He will do beast shit. He will kill. He will destroy. He will do that. He will walk this motherfucker to and fro and destroy this motherfucker. We have to be aware of that. We have to educate ourselves. We have to say we're going to elevate up here. We're going to let motherfuckers stay away from whatever the fuck they're on. Because anybody, I don't give a fuck if you a trained killer, dog. If you can just sit on a motherfucking neck for 8 motherfucking minutes, 46 seconds like it's nothing, bro, and look another motherfucker in the face, you are a monster, bro. You're a monster. And many of them do this. So it's like, even these, these Karens, so to speak, who coming out and just, and just hallucinating. Like you are watching on motherfucking TV, ladies and gentlemen.
Them the scariest motherfuckers for real.
They are wild.
They are the scariest ones. Like cops don't even scare me as much as them Karens do.
Listen.
This is crazy.
I mean, man, listen. It's deep because I'm looking at them like they be looking at us. Like you could be a mass shooter and you could call the police talking about somebody attacking you. Get out of here for both of y'all. When I go to Walmart, like, you know what I'm talking about? So I don't even want to put that fear on me, but I ain't fearful, in general, but I'm stereotyping them like they probably looking at me. You might be a Karen, you might be a mass shooter, and you just the police. That's just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up with this John Bolton shit? Like, this shit is fucking me up. Like, I told you I've been watching my MSNBC. So, now correct me, because I might not got it all right. But from what I gather is, when it was time for the, what they call the thing they tried to hit Trump with, when they tried to get him out of office, the impeachment, right? John Bolton ain't testify, ain't want to testify. Am I wrong?
No, he didn't want to testify.
Right. Then this nigga comes out with a book saying all the shit that he should have said when he supposed to testify. That's like that shit. A black man, you can't pull that. That shit don't happen. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Correct me.
Can't go to jail. Can't go to jail for writing a book. He complicit. That's why he ain't want to say that shit when it counted, nigga. His ass would have went to jail.
That shit is over. Like, you had the goddamn going majority leader get on there and said this won't be fair. Right? When he said that, I was like, let's move on. Yeah, I literally stopped watching at that point when Mitch McConnell got on there like, that is literally the equivalent of somebody asking me to set you up. Like, I'm not fucking.
What does it matter? What does it matter what he did? Let's talk real for a second. Let's talk some real shit, ladies and gentlemen. What the fuck did he really do that they don't do anyway? This is what they do. They
he
get
got caught
together.
on the front end or the
Right,
back
exactly,
end.
Jack. Right,
He got caught. He got caught. That's it.
They'll get paid on the back end or the front end. They get pardoned on the back end or paid like this on the front end.
I mean, no, don't get it fucked up. The shit he did makes what Nixon did look like some fucking childhood game. Let's just be real. Like, the shit that Nixon did was nothing. But they all do some form of what the fuck he does. Yeah. So at the end of the day, what they were really saying was, hey, we know y'all got this shit called the internet. And y'all get to find a lot of shit y'all did in the past. But we've been doing this and we are not going to get this dude out of here because we're going to keep doing shit like this. Then Joe Biden, too. Joe Biden is crooked than a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Nancy Pelosi, she looks like Satan. Like, dog, these motherfuckers, hey, dog, they are fucked up. So, it don't matter. Look, the nigga wasn't gonna tell. He wasn't gonna get in trouble for that bullshit. He said, hey, but if you really want to find out, I'm gonna show you how capitalism works. Because shout out to America for allowing us to sell our own dirt, allowing us to sell our own bullshit to make a bunch of fucking money off of it. That's what he's gonna do. It's the American way.
Yeah, like it's hard to complain about politics when you're not really in it.
Right.
The people who you vote in to write the laws to benefit themselves are literally what they do, right? You know what I'm saying? The lobbyists. But me and Cool read some shit the other day. Who was talking about some shit the other day in relation to our business that is out of control, right? And this shit is pandemonium. The amount of money that these motherfuckers is funding for these people who used to run the operation originally. So they just left office, went privatized, and signed a $5.8 billion contract. Billion with a B, right? Like, I was like,
oh, that's the oldest trick in the book.
Yeah,
switch size more than NBA.
Your man Cheney was like, why would I leave Halliburton? I make $35 million a year. And then they was like, well, you can be the vice president and then you can make $1 billion. Oh, I'll leave.
And so what'd he do, Jordan?
He opened up the motherfucking floodgates and gave Halliburton, no, not the floodgates.
So
wait a minute, the faucet on
wait a minute.
20 years.
Hey, so wait a minute, they bombed Saddam and them, right?
Yeah, caused the war.
Toward the country for weapons of mass destruction that didn't exist.
It never existed.
Well, that didn't exist, right? They got weapons. And my dad, and he was fucking with my daddy. This real talk. He was fucking with my daddy. They got weapons. Weapons didn't exist. Bombed the country. Gave Halliburton no bid contracts. I mean, they ain't bid against nobody. And he was the
fucking... why the government do 3 bids. And
three.
Bid contract.
3. When you go to the table. That's a fact.
Fuck? And you know, listen, I was the company, what's the name? Well, Jordan said, what you can do? I could be the vice president. Go be the vice president. Bomb this country on false pretenses and go get his money back to the company that I was the junk for right before I was
tax evasion. Yo,
them niggas
like
gangster.
Crazy.
Tax evasion
gangster on another level.
Gangster on another level. Who cares if George Bush doesn't like Donald Trump? That's what you stupid motherfuckers understand.
Man, that motherfucker kissed his hand.
Like, everything you just heard right now is all fucking fact. It fucking happened. You're like, oh, we need Bush again. And don't get me started on Obama punk ass. Because y'all love him. And y'all love his wife. And, dog, that motherfucker, he did literally everything Bush had kicked off, dog. He started, he didn't do... I'm an
Obama apologist, so
I'm not a fan.
I said it once, right? I'm gonna say it again. Once you get elected, your job is just to get reelected after that, right?
Yeah, that was a good point.
No matter what you're doing. Oh, Bush started the war. I'm gonna continue this shit. Hey, so y'all need some health care? Let me go Obamacare. So they made Obamacare, boom, and then what's gonna happen? He got 4 more years. He even said it. He was like, he made a joke about it. Like, haha, ain't shit you can do about me. My term is up. Like, I got elected twice. Boom. I'm taken care of. Let's go, kid. And he was out like fucking Bill Cosby and Cosby. Fucking.
I think to that point, is that we have to, now that we can understand this and talk about this collectively, we need to now start thinking differently in terms of how we're going to operate. How we're gonna operate, period. What we want to do, what we plan, where we're gonna put our money, because all this shit is about the bottom line at the end of the day. If enough money flowed through motherfucking Nancy Pelosi, she'd probably be saying nigga. You know what I'm saying? She says that anyway, but she would say it publicly.
With her kente cloth on.
Yeah, with her kente cloth on. You know, and like, dog, what kind of shit is like? Why are we? Dog, I've literally seen niggas get on Facebook and were emotional about that, as if they had blessed them with a fucking brand new goddamn chicken and waffle sandwich. Like, you niggas would just, you niggas make me sick. You niggas,
this nigga is straight.
Eating ass niggas, bro. Y'all really just make me
Nigga
so fucking
said,
sad.
he said a chicken and waffle?
Yeah. Because you know what? Because them the type niggas that fucking kiss that white man fucking ass. It's like, oh, look at them. They just, they love us. So man, fuck them.
Or had their kids dancing in front of the police, or protesting for the crab spot, and still go eat at the crab spot. You like, what the fuck is we doing, man?
The twerkers. You bitches need to get in the house. What the fuck are you doing?
Just twerk in the house.
Bitch, get in the house. Come here. You need to come. You need to have me teaching your ass how to be a better person. Why the fuck are you twerking in front of a cop? You fucking bitch.
There you go. He revved up. He in fifth gear. Don't let him get to 6.
Char Guard's out, boy.
Don't let him get to 6 gear.
Go right out. Is out. Alvin stores on DSP.
Hey, them bitches know I be telling the truth, bro.
And he don't got the. You know, hey, Neve, you notice something? When he don't have the what's the name? When he ain't smoking, he goes in.
Oh no, you tripping. When he high, I'll be like, yeah, so who gonna win a championship? Nah, these bitches gonna win a championship. Juice. They'll finish. You like, yeah, fuck these bitches. Then you be like, you finish the question. Oh, what was the question? The fuck is?
Hey, look, he be like this. He be rolling. He be like, "What'd you say? What'd you say about the NBA? NBA niggas and bitches,
right?
Association.
They out here doing a Tootsie Roll for this motherfucker. Be like, God damn.
Oh man. And fuck Vince Crab spot.
Yo, so
yeah, fuck that shit.
Fuck the crab spot, yo.
Fuck that. Fuck the Atlas group.
Uzo Bay,
oh yeah, that shit was crazy. Fuck the Atlas group.
It's a Uzo Bay in Houston. Juice, you ever fuck with it?
Oh, that's the spot where they won't let the black lady in the sun in?
Yeah. Somebody tee that up.
And she was like, it's a young boy right there, it's a white boy right there.
Had the same shit on. The same shit on.
Who got the story? So yeah, Cool said tee it up. Who got it?
So I got it. So
hey, Jordan, it's so many. Go ahead, Cool.
It was Weezo Bay or Uzo Bay in Harbor East, actually downtown Baltimore. A black mother and I think either 9 or 12-year-old.
That was
in Baltimore. That was by the Under Armour store downtown.
I did not realize that.
It's a beach themed restaurant right there next to my old job and shit right there.
Right, raw sushi, right down, right in the heart of the joint.
They got fake sand.
We've been there before. You know what I mean? We've been there before. I done took Malika there and all that. So, they also be like Ferraris on that strip sometimes too. But long story short, a black mother in the sun, and it's not like it's super duper fancy even for the dress code. It's like what the fuck ever for real. If you ask me, especially that time. I could see later on, but long story short, they try to go in, and she like, you saying I can't sit down? And basically, they denied the boy entry because he said he had on athletic wear. He had on a Jordan, Air Jordan shirt, some like hooping shorts or whatever, and some sneakers.
Some shoes, yeah.
There was plenty of people in there with sneakers. That's not even a problem, but it was specifically a white family of maybe two little boys and one of the little boys, the oldest little boy, had the same thing on, a t-shirt, no matter what the fuck it was.
Same fit,
some athletic shorts. They wasn't no khaki shorts. There's some sneakers. And she panned the camera like, you mean to tell me blah, 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 and so. And so, yeah, they stood hard. And then they try to peg her some bullshit negotiation, human resource shit. Talking about, I can see why you angry. She said, I ain't angry. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't no angry black.
Oh, don't hit me with
that.
that. Oh, don't hit me with that shit.
And he talking about, can you go home and change? Can you go home and change? Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out my face,
cool.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when they bring the manager back, I was talking about the manager say he already spoke to you. Yeah, this is over. Yeah, get on.
Hey, cool, you know what?
It's over.
Kill me
about that part. I say it's over.
That's
what me about that part. Was the fucking it was something about the way he asked her, was like, how close do you live close to here? How close do you guys live?
Right.
So that way you can go change. I'm like, what the fuck?
I feel you.
I feel you. You feel me, bro?
Yeah, I feel you.
Listen,
I'm with you. Now I know where it's at. I already know where you're going with that. I feel you.
Yeah, like, what the fuck you mean? How close do I live? Like,
don't ask me where I live, bro. Don't ask me where I live.
Straight up.
Straight up.
It don't matter.
Hey, bro. Hold up.
Right.
No, don't fucking ask me no shit like that, cuz. Ask me on my motherfucking business.
I said a better neighborhood than you, pussy.
The moon, motherfucker.
Like, I'd have got out the pocket with him. Right? You know
I'd have told him, I stay at your mama house. That's what I'd have
told him. My thing is like, yo, how the fuck you even garner the fucking courage to ask a black woman, do she live close enough for him to go change? What the fuck makes you think? What the fuck makes you think I'm that man was that? To go change my son's clothes. To go change my son's clothes to come back here and spend my money. Get the fuck out of here. No, only reason I'm glad she stood up. Only reason I'm glad she stood up and they just leave is because I appreciated her showing her son that she just wasn't going to fold and take that shit. But
they so goofy in they shit. Like, they don't even understand discernment in these moments. You understand?
Yeah.
Like, for her to pan to the nigga like, and I'm sorry, man. You know what? You're right. Our dress code is this, but this time we'll let it slide because we did let it slide for old boy.
Right.
Like,
that would have almost righted the ship and not had you on social media.
That's what in this today's. I don't understand how the fuck you get a whole restaurant full of people from the top down, general manager shit, and nobody understand that sentiment. Oh, I do get how the fuck that happens because they all white. Like, I don't even understand.
But this is the thing though. If you have a beach themed restaurant, what do you think people are gonna show up as?
Shorts, nigga.
Wearing
every fucking time.
Like,
shorts. It's June.
Like, it's
hot. I don't got no problem with their dress code. That's why I don't even know why the fuck they had to change it. The problem is they let the white boy in and didn't let the black boy in.
And that's what I said. That's what I said earlier. I told somebody, I was like, yo, they have a right. You have a right to have a dress code. Like, you have a preference. But my thing is, when it becomes racist is when it's not consistent. And whatever standard that you're trying to fucking stand by and put your foot down, if it's not consistent for all parties involved, then you're being selective.
But the dress code is racist. The dress code has always been bathed in racism. Any fucking dress code I've ever seen has been catered to niggas.
Absolutely, Juice. But what I'm saying is, in regards to the quote unquote freedom of having your own business, you got a right to do that. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can just say, fuck it, I don't fuck with you, I just won't go. But I can't say that. I can't say, oh, you racist because you got the t-shirt rule or some shit. Because that's your standard.
He told a story. He used to tell stories all the time on the road. But he told one story. He walked in the joint with a baseball cap, like a restaurant. He said it was some bullshit restaurant, maybe like a Houston, not bullshit, but like nothing dress code wise. You know what I mean?
Like a Fridays or some shit.
Right.
Yeah, like something that, or mid-level shit, right? Some shit you apparently can wear a baseball cap until somebody say you can't. And it was like, you can't wear no baseball cap. He said it was a sister. He said, you know how it be like with sassy, they can't wait to fucking try to check you. He said, there ain't no snitch ass nigga. He like, but what about that man right there? He said it was a white man somewhere else clearly wearing a baseball cap. And she couldn't even muster up the, basically lie and say, I'm going to go tell him next or talk to him next. Some dumb shit like that.
So I just looked it up. So Uzo Bay's dress code, right? Children under 12 are not subject to dress code.
I'm looking at it right now too. I had to pull it up.
Gentlemen may not wear.
And he wasn't older than 12. That black boy.
He wasn't older than 12. So gentlemen may not wear hats of any kind.
Who makes minors abide by a dress code? I've never been to an establishment other than like maybe a fucking wedding or some shit where you're supposed to dress up. where the kids are like, the kids have to dress up to fucking eat. They children.
Let me ask.
It wasn't a fucking steakhouse.
Did they eat there? Did they end up eating?
No, they didn't.
I wouldn't let them in. They ain't let them in.
I wouldn't want to eat there.
And that's, but yeah, I wouldn't want to eat there. But I'm glad that she stayed.
I don't trust motherfuckers. They have racist shit.
Yeah. I'm glad that she stayed firm and just ain't show.
And I hope don't nobody go to that
bitch.
motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
And then she didn't show her ass, which meant
yeah.
She didn't show her ass. Better.
Yeah,
that made it even better. Yeah, for sure.
Like I looked at that shit, I was like,
even though she wouldn't have been wrong if she showed the ass. She would have been wrong if she showed the ass. I wouldn't have done that.
The white man tried to get her to do it.
No, I don't want her to. But I would understand.
She wouldn't have been wrong, but they was trying to.
He was pandering. He was pandering towards that shit because he would say, "I understand why you're angry." She ain't fucking angry. You don't know an angry black woman, nigga. She'd have been on your ass.
That's what he was trying to say, though.
If she'd have showed her ass, they would have discredited the whole situation.
The whole shit. And I'm glad that she did that shit. I'm glad that she handled it the way that she did.
So she handled it as best she could and as good as she could without a man being there.
Yeah.
Yo, that's that. You're not gonna tell me, my son gotta go change. Listen, I love that motherfucking mind. You don't send me the fuck. You don't send me the fuck down.
I'm gonna fired two managers. They fired two of the two managers,
which is bullshit. Which is bullshit because they not complicit. They just following the fucking rules.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. They are not following the rules. What they did was completely racist, and that was on them. Because again, they could have mitigated the whole thing and allowed them to come in there and eat, but they did not do that. So that's on them. Right. The policy may have changed, but you should have also kicked the other family out as well who had the kid and the athletic kid. Or maybe the 12-year-old boy looked like Tamir Rice who looked 21.
Hold on, real. But they just changed this, real. I'm looking it up now.
Yeah.
They just changed this
today in response to this shit.
In response to it. So they just changed it to that, any requirements of children 12 and younger don't have to have a dress code. So they changed it. So what was the dress code before that? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
But, so it's...
They know they probably fucked up some money. Especially with this pandemic going on, everybody in the
they fucked up. I didn't even realize it was in Baltimore. Oh, man.
And Atlas Group owns several spots in Baltimore. If I
then they had another issue at what's that, Chop Tank or whatever it is.
Yeah, and Bygone. They own Bygone too.
They own Bygone. They own
Bygone.
So they own
Chop
the
Tank,
Elkworm. All the speak. They own a lot of
look. Period.
Take all them shits off our list.
Right. We know that and Bygone. They ain't let a girl in last year on my timeline. They ain't let her in. Something about, and she like a lawyer's daughter or some shit. Like they ain't let her in. She was all on my timeline at the Bygone.
When Drake was at Azumi, when he got his knee surgery, what was that? Like a year or something ago, right? He was in Azumi, and Azumi got outside seating so people could walk past. So Drake just so happened to was sitting outside, waiting for his food or whatever, eating his food, and some girls were like speaking to him, like trying to get a picture, this, that, and the third. The whole fucking Azumi Superman security was like trying to push them away, like not leaving it up to Drake whether or not he wanted to take the picture with him, which he ultimately did once he was finished his meal. They was like, get the fuck, get away, please, get away, you guys aren't patrons. It's a public walking space. They don't own the fucking boardwalk around on the outside of the restaurant.
For all that, why do you have it outside if it's one of them?
That's what I'm saying. Man, fuck that place. Fuck the Atlas whole shit. Fuck that. I don't fuck with them anyway.
I just say, man,
fuck them as a crew, as an establishment, as a
dead ass.
We gotta start having a night where we don't gotta fuck with them. Well, we don't have to fuck with them like that. We just gotta do our own shit, bro. We gotta stop fucking with them.
No, that shit. Repost that shit, let the whole world, let everybody know, and stick to that shit, man.
See, where they fuck up at, right, is that they try to keep us, they try to make everything inclusive to theirs, right? And what happens is we level up, and we in a position where we can enjoy the same shit that they do, and then they don't want us included, and then they realize that black dollar, that black influence, it keeps you afloat, my nigga. We keep you going. So because when you would go to Ouzo Beach, with the last 2 years that they've been doing this shit on the beach, on Sunday Fun Day, ain't no white people in there. That shit is turned up. Even though they don't play no jams and nothing like that, there'll be nothing but niggas on Sunday. They drinking, enjoying themselves, no violence ever happened, none of that shit. Kicking back, doing what they supposed to do, being adults, having a good time. Now, they done fucked up.
Yeah, they're never conscious of that. We always give these silly motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt that they could think, like Rel said, or we discussed in this podcast. You're a throw off card. You can at least make it seem like you're trying to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or just, but them motherfuckers don't even hide it. They just continue on with, their racism and being intentful with that shit. That shit's really trash, bro. So we just gotta. I don't even want to beg. I'm not finna beg you for shit. Like even with the whole, with sports, NFL. I don't fuck all that shit, man. Fuck that shit. Fuck NBA coming back. It don't matter because in the grand scheme, once that shit kick off and people get engaged to it, they don't care about what's going on. Now you have to pay attention to what the fuck is happening. So
is that what it is, Juice, or is it that what it is, or is it the fact that
I like that it's in our face, in their face, ain't a lot going on. And they forced to watch these things and that these things get rolled out. Because some of the stuff that we be seeing be like months old or years old because they be suppressing shit. You know what I mean? And then, they're getting to see this. And so everything like to say the Atlas Group, for example, had Chop Tank, which is one of theirs, have some racist dress code shit. Have Bygone have some racist dress code shit. But now Weasel Bay has some racist dress code shit. The only one that caught virility was this last one because ain't a lot of shit going on, and that's the kind of smoke we on. So I believe this is our updated version of the bus boycott. We got to keep it going. We got to keep talking. We got to ain't no what the fuck is we talking about? Ain't no compromise for nothing. Stop killing us in the street. Right, like niggas ain't even talk about equal dollar for equal pay. We ain't even talk we'll take your 79 cents on the dollar. We'll take your all red line. We'll take all different interest rates. We'll take all the regular systematic racism shit because we know that might take some time. But at least stop killing us in the street, right? And that kind of shit, right? And so they can't even do that.
Hey, Juice, is your issue? Juice, is your issue really all these things going on in the world, or is it the fact that the Astros is on some other shit? The Rockets ain't gonna win this year, and the Texans take away your best fucking weapon.
I mean, Kyrie Irving of the podcast.
He said you the Kyrie Irving of the podcast.
They burn all that shit.
Hey man, look, dog. Like in the grand scheme, that's fucked up. It is. But I just don't care no more because it's like, okay, at the end of the day, I know what our true power is. I know where our true income can come from. So let's think about it like this. Okay, they have all the say on the money flow in this country for the most part. They're over those major financial institutions. As we grow into different forms of currency, as we grow into different forms of what value may be, this is where we as Black people can use the most powerful thing we fucking have, which is influence, our ability to talk, our ability to be passionate and animated and shit like that. Like everybody on this fucking podcast. We don't even need the fucking NBA. Why these silly motherfuckers ain't woke up to that? It's not that we don't want to see y'all playing basketball. We would much rather see you playing basketball on the platform that we own, where you can fucking employ people that look like us just the way they fucking did. And no, that's not fucking racist. That's not fucking racist because we're not oppressing anyone. We're getting all the fucking money and we're dictating how we're going to work with the money flow. We can do that shit now with our influence. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want us to begin to understand that we don't have to be in the NFL. Why? These niggas could literally set up some kind of streaming service, bro, or something where we could see them fucking do this shit, amazing shit on our fucking phones. We don't fucking need them, nigga. This shit is so easy to fucking set up. That's why the whole don't run out thing is to show motherfuckers that, bro, I'm an independent nigga who just went through experience, went through life, learned some shit, learned some game, paid attention, and began to roll out what the fuck I believe in because I invested in myself and treated myself as a business. That's niggas' problem. We don't think we can do it. We don't think that we can actually put our minds together, work with each other, be organized, You know, it's like this. Like, what makes this podcast more powerful than anything is, and this is not like a, you know, this is me talking some real shit, is that we're consistent and we put out material consistently. We're building rapport. We're talking with people. We're doing certain things that fucking they see it. They see us growing. Dog, that's what the fuck anybody do that's trying to do a business. Typically though, with niggas, we fall off. We don't understand that. We don't understand how this shit really goes. But now that we can kind of talk to each other the way we do and share information, like we talk about on this motherfucker, you get a lot of information. When you get the information, it's not that just knowledge is power, but knowledge and application is fucking power. When you actually take it, use it, get a result, that's how you fucking grow, bro. That's what we really gotta be on. Go ahead.
Ain't no way in this fucking world we falling off. That's one thing you ain't gotta worry about. We too grown. End of the day, we gonna be here every week. Whether you watch or not, whether you listen or not, we gonna be here.
You passionate, intentful, you know what I'm saying? That's how that shit goes. So like at the end of the day, bro, it's like I want us to begin to unplug from the bullshit they trying to sell us, the apologies, the what they gonna try to do for us, you know, all that bullshit. They still being racist with loans, how they loan stuff, all that shit. We gotta wise up, get smart, gain financial literacy. Like Jordan said, you gotta read, because when you have scholastic opinion, it's just like you gotta trust us. You gotta find out how to look at a source and see what they've done. What's their track record? What do they study? What kind of proof do they have? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a science of that shit. And you can access this information, learn that shit, see how the fuck things operate, and then apply that shit, you know what I'm saying, to yourself. We got to get on that type of shit, bro.
They said Uber and Lyft had algorithms that charge users more to trips to non-white neighborhoods.
The algorithm's racist, huh?
Yo, this is a sick place, yo.
Been racist.
This
been racist, nigga.
Well,
niggas
it's what you tell the algorithms though, because it's like this. What you can do
exactly.
Is say, if you go here,
Juice, we got a name for that. It's called redlining. Right? They've redlined the
black
fucking algorithms. Yeah.
Right.
Hey, yo, peep this, right? Breaking news. Judge extends voting in Kentucky after voters locked out of polling place. Like I'm looking at this shit right now.
We heard you.
I'm looking at this shit.
Shit. Let me tell y'all something, dog. This shit gonna burn down, boy.
It's gonna end. This world as we know it, the world
it's gonna be civil unrest, bro.
It's gonna end, and we have to be ready for that. We have to be ready for the change on all levels, gaining finances for it, gaining all what we're gonna have to be involved in. Because if you don't think a real deal war is on fucking black people or minorities right now, you fucking tripping. They
the ones thinking that. We aware. I don't think they know that. They think we on some bullshit.
Oh, they know.
Exactly.
They know.
It's not a question if they know.
I don't think so.
If they ready.
You not gonna keep doing goofy shit. How much goofy shit you gonna keep doing goofy shit and you know some, like, y'all already scary as hell. If two of y'all can't take one of us, come on. Y'all already see what Main Man did to y'all down in Atlanta? Y'all had weapons and everything, and two of y'all looking stupid in the parking lot at Wendy's. Like, get the fuck out of there. Like, y'all already think you're superhuman. We got Jordan. Like, what the fuck they gonna do?
Come on, dog.
This is a battle we gotta fight up here, bro. Like,
man.
Can't do it. We have to understand.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
This is the hardest thing. I don't know. Okay, let's talk about the mind real quick. I don't want to get spacey, but like your mind, bro. For you to think about something, just think about something, right? Just talk about it, because God built the world with words, right? So it's like you think about it, you speak it, and you make it happen. That is a phenomenon. So
this nigga high, yo. This nigga high.
I mean, but listen, this is the shit I believe.
He's speaking truth.
He is. He high though.
I am. 2 words.
Right.
I am. So it's like, dog, you have to understand. It's like, bro, you could really do some shit like miraculously. Like think about somebody like, bro, when the motherfuckers say they went to prison, but they didn't go to prison in mind, people don't understand that. Like, I saw a dude go on The Voice. He was wrong. He was wrongfully convicted of a crime and spent like 30-some years, but he never went to jail in his mind. He looked at the TV every day. He sang all the time. One day, eventually see this fucking show. Like,
I seen that guy. Yeah,
I'm gonna be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Dog, this motherfucker's in prison on a wrong conviction.
Hey, Juice.
Yeah.
I done heard boys say you only do 2 days in jail. The day you go in.
The one you go in, the day you go out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking y'all talking about? I did every last one of the fucking days in that hellhole. Man, fuck out of here. That motherfucker
That's what they say.
I
ain't been in jail.
I don't know what I'm
saying? I don't know what y'all talking about.
The mind is, what I'm saying is, the mind is a powerful thing depending on how you use it. So what I'm saying is, in the nutshell, I mean, look at your favorite rappers. Even if you look at a Jay-Z, look at where he came from. Look at his understanding of how he got to where he got. He became a man of intent. He started to speak it. Like us as people that are creators, like as rappers, as we speak on these records, bro, we're putting out information that lasts in time, that can program your motherfucking ass.
Repetition,
really
right.
happen, that really create worlds, bro. This is a powerful thing we fucking do, bro. I'm telling you, this shit is on a whole nother level. So we have to fight these battles with this shit here. And really share knowledge with that, how we've always done. We've always told tales, tradition, drum, speaking, tribal people, bro. That shit's real.
Frequency,
I'm
singing,
but it's real.
No, you ain't high. It's right. And
no, he high, fool. He high, but he right.
But he's not wrong. The same sentiment is in every belief system. It's in every religion. It also predates all religions that we know. That's how the fuck they built pyramids, and there wasn't no cranes in the sky back then. It wasn't no fucking Home Depot that people went to. Right? Like, that's real talk.
Yeah, man. So it's like, dude, Black people, the most powerful thing you have is that gift to be connected to the source, to be able to speak and play shit, to act, to put on plays, to be able to look at something to just give you emotion, like to listen to music and just be able to fucking cry. Like, no, how does that even happen? Like, just look at the preachers, all the stuff that we do is like we have great influence. So we have to take that and understand that the true commodity, the true value is us. Like you goddamn right, slaves are motherfucking commodity. You are fucking right. Because let me tell you something. This is the part that we miss. This is the part they miss when they're talking about slavery. They show you the motherfuckers getting their ass beaten, picking some goddamn cotton. That wasn't all that a motherfucker did. Motherfuckers was creating motherfucking sciences and maths and all, and helping that motherfucker build companies and helping them fucking understand what the fuck he was looking at, helping them understand spirituality. When you look at Joel Osteen, let's talk about that. When you look at his dad had a fucking church in a black neighborhood right here in Houston, Texas. That's where he started. Black people going there thinking this white man can heal them and all this other shit. And they go in and they dump money on him. So when the old man dies, he left that fucking church like a business, bro. To Joel Osteen like a business. And he grew it up in the stadiums and shit. Even with spirituality, we taught them that. Them motherfuckers, dog, the charismatic church movement came from Black people. Everything we touch, bro, is like fucking magical. We damn near are fucking superhuman.
Let me tell you what. It can't be. This world wouldn't be nothing without us, right? So you brought the church side into it, right? I'm gonna bring the health side into it, right? Food you eat, the slaves cooked, right? These recipes did not come from England. These recipes didn't come from all these other places, Ireland and things like that. These came from your slaves. These sharecroppers that had to take pig intestines and make chitlins out of it. Let's make a meal. You know what I'm saying? People, it's funny because people always say, why do Black people like watermelon so much? Anybody know the answer?
Nah.
Anybody know? So
because they was tired in the field and it was hydrated them. However,
no. No, that's not true. That's not true. The true answer is
I will say this though, Jay. I hate watermelon.
No ice cream, no watermelon.
I can do without. I can do without watermelon.
So black people really like watermelon, and the reason they bought watermelon, they say we always ate it, is because it was the sweetest and it was the cheapest fruit that black people could buy at the time. That's the reason why it's, watermelon this and watermelon that, because it was easy to grow. They can easily eat it, and they got full off of it. But if you look at all these recipes, these secret herbs and spices that you putting in here and stuff like that, they're not starting the White House, because y'all were not doing the cooking. Y'all wasn't doing it. So
they be eating shit like shepherd's pie. Who the fuck want to eat some shepherd's pie? And some fucking
if you hook it up,
that
shit is some bullshit.
If you hook it up,
that wasn't theirs too. That wasn't theirs. Really?
Yeah,
so you gonna tell me? You gonna really tell me that they made mashed potatoes? Oh, y'all niggas over there getting these potatoes, y'all eat them, right? So you gonna tell me? Oh, you gonna be like, nah, we gonna find a way.
We did the cooking. We did the cooking.
I can't believe you try to say something about shepherd's pie.
If you make it right, bro, my shepherd's pie be on the bean.
The only people is really getting love is the people that had the same complexion as Drew up there. They were in the house. But the rest of us, we were outside.
Hey, but listen. Let me talk about something for that too. And shout out to brother Javon Clark for talking about this. All parts of blackness can work, because guess what? How the fuck did some of the motherfuckers know what was going on? It was some niggas in the house that was listening and going back and telling shit. Like, dog, it all operated. And you gonna need somebody. You gonna need a motherfucker that's close in there.
That's why I always laughed when they thought it was so such a fucking joke when they say found out Rick Ross was a CO. I said, nigga, I personally knew a crooked CO. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Like you said, it was somebody in the house that was down for the cause. Oh wait,
yeah, you need
I know a
nigga
who ain't shit right now who a CO. This nigga running shit and everything. Like this nigga you know what I'm talking about too, bro.
Like for real,
bro.
They were doing a lot more than listening. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It was hey, meet me in my room later and bring a candle. It was a little more than listening.
It was whatever it might be. We just have to understand as black people that, some of the things that we are repeating also really has, no factual content to it, because Roots is plagiarized. I mean, Alex Haley didn't even write that, and it came from a white author. You can look this shit up. Like, a lot of the fucking themes and shit that we fall into ain't even real. Kunta Kinte ain't real. You motherfuckers gotta understand that. Our real history and shit, we got to go look for it. And then you have genealogy. You gotta understand we come from different places. I personally believe that many of us don't have any slave lineage as far as from Africa. I think a lot of us have been indigenous to this fucking area, and they're keeping it from us. Because, dog, if you think about it, you mean it's so far, you don't know what the fuck that history is like, especially if they can rewrite it.
Absolutely. I would agree, Juice.
My grandmother, so my family is Louisiana Creole. Many of them do look white, but they knew who they were, and they would not passe blanc, as they say, French Creole. They would not do it. So 2 times they came from Louisiana to Texas. Each time they came, and I guess they had to check in, do the paperwork, and see who was here when they finally tried to get into the county. They had put white there first, and you could see them cross it out and put black. They purposefully did this shit. They did it twice. At some point, some family I have went to California, and they did that. They just passed, but it came out later. You know what I'm saying? They found out they was really black. So you can change history, bro. You can change where the fuck you come from.
As a matter of fact, to that point, not only are we understanding that many of us were really indigenous and native to these Americas, not brought over here from Africa. Either way, though, right? There was a point in period of time. Why do we think like Indians are fair skinned? Well, because they fucking stole that shit too. Whoever was the natives, right? We got pictures in our family. Grandma Rose and them people, Grandma Rose was lighter than Juice, but her people looked like a caricature of somebody that was a dark Indian, right, sitting in some rocking chair. I'll never forget that image. So when we understand that. We understand that, like when they started to divvy up the land and gave Indian families, their part, there were white families that claimed Indian or Native heritage. That's how you get these fair-skinned natives that look like this now, and that also, even till this day, count Middle Eastern people, right, who are clearly not white, as white on the fucking paperwork right now. So it's all a bunch of bullshit.
True.
Why would we believe the history that he made up anyway? Like, it's all bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
it's just like Uncle Ben's rice, right? That's not a black man, right? People, the stories are starting to come out. Aunt Jemima, right?
Nigga, the Popeyes chick. It's a white lady, the CEO of that whole shit. They got the Popeyes in there like she, the black lady.
They got the black lady recipes. We made the recipes. What they're telling you is we may not own the company. We may own the company, but they're taunting you. Hey, don't get it twisted, nigga. Back then, we wasn't cooking no goddamn rice. You niggas were doing
you
that.
wasn't cooking no chicken
too.
So that's the story that Uncle Ben was. It was a black guy that used to make rice good as hell, right? So they took another man's picture and used him as the face of Uncle Ben and gave him money off of that, but then took Uncle Ben's name after he died, and then that's how they got their rice, because Uncle Ben's rice wasn't named Uncle Ben's before he died. It was something else. So now they did that. So, like you said, that shit is coming around, and you got to protect yourself. If you ain't protecting yourself, you got to protect yourself. If you ain't protecting yourself and copywriting nowadays, plagiarism, stuff like that.
Bro, they did it with the world. The gag is they did it with the world. They cut the fucking nose off the Sphinx to make it not African. What the fuck is we talking about again? Hey, they did it with literally everything. You name it, they did it. Math, reading, Jesus, rock and roll.
Right.
Beethoven was trending this week. I said it as a joke, but I didn't fucking know that Beethoven was fucking a black man.
Beethoven was black, bro. Beethoven was black.
You fucking up
Lincoln,
all President
Lincoln. The Mungian people are actually black. He was a black man.
He looked like the people from West Virginia or something.
Yeah, he got a little something to how he look anyway. Yes. If you look at him, he had a face that wasn't just like
crazy, man.
And
you say Jesus. The whole Trinity was a black thing.
And
the Greek gods was black.
Lincoln can grow more hair than JB too, so he had some black up in him.
But he sleep.
He doing pull-ups. He doing pull-ups right now.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
We are the melanated people. The melanated people are closely related to the source, bro. And we know this because look at God's design. It's artistic. It has rhythm to it. It has sound. It has frequency. So think about how we talk, how we deliver information. That we've always been like
we
that.
Walk.
You know what I love the most of. All right. So for me, I travel a lot, right? And Rona right now is fucking it up. Real talk. But I haven't decided if I'm gonna go to DR next month or not. But when you go to these places, DR and Colombia, Costa Rica, and anywhere else, right? And you look at these people and you see how heavy influence that our culture has done to them. I was literally in Paris, and it was probably one of the most confused moments of my life. I hop off the train, and I'm just leaving the Louvre, and this dude's trying to sell me a little keychain. Black dude. He goes, "Hey, yo, my nigga, you come and buy this." I was the most confused in my life. Like, can French people really say the word nigga? Like, and I just didn't want to go to a French jail, so I was like, let's keep walking. But I was confused. Like, if they know this shit, right? So for that, movies, music, TV. When I was in Afghanistan, like, the white dudes loved me because they did not mess with me. Like, and I was a frontline soldier. So I don't know, for some reason, they think that black people do voodoo. I would grab some dust in my hand and blow that shit in the fucking sky. we wouldn't get shot at for at least 2 days. We were good. So
Same
it was
thing you're talking about.
They was not messing with us. We have the influence in this country, in the world. Like, we have it in the world. Like,
they villainize voodoo too. By the way,
if you see the way that these politicians are talking, if you see the words that's going into the dictionary, and how people are moving and dressing around the world. Allen Iverson bringing braids and wearing certain stuff to the NBA. Robbing, everything's changing because a certain individual of a certain color just said, you know what, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to show you how it's supposed to be done, and you're going to follow me.
All right, y'all, hold up, man. I got something. I be having the moments when
you be drinking, and it comes up.
Yeah, well, I'm done drinking, so, and I just need this to be a safe space, whereas though I can go and express myself and not feel judged. So a nigga when he got his feet done, in Atlanta. Oh my God, nigga! I don't know why the fuck I've been running from this.
First time you said like I gotta stand an appointment. Like
I got my feet done before, but it's probably been a minute. Nigga,
I go once a month.
We got a full blown podiatrist on the call, right?
Right.
Yeah, like,
listen, I'm about to be in there. Like I'm about to be.
Oh, you gotta go,
I need
bro.
to be in there. Doug, listen.
You too
and
old
it was a bull.
It was a
bull. It was a bull did my joints. Man had my feet right, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Had my legs feeling smooth. Man. My calves ain't felt smooth in years, brother. I'm telling you, man. So y'all with the feet thing.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I am what they call it. I'm a dark-skinned pretty boy. I'm high maintenance. I'm not going to be out here looking all rough and ragged. I don't want, when you shake my hand, your hands are soft. I want you to say that. I'm not trying. I live in Florida. I don't wear shoes half the time. So if I'm on the beach, I can't be looking rough.
Yeah, my toenails will grow wild into my skin, and I'll be having other issues.
Right? No. When as soon as the Florida opened and we was able to go to the nail salon, my nail, like I call her Kim. I don't know her name, but.
Oh, you that guy?
Shit,
Definitely racist.
We
definitely racist.
We literally are trying to advance the culture, and you go here like I call her Kim, but I don't know her name. You could have just.
That's what she just said. She said. I told her. What's her name? And so she said Kim. So I said, all right, well, Kim, it is, but all right,
that might be her real name.
That might be her name.
He just had some noodles.
Oh, okay, it's not racist then.
He sleep. Was he sleep?
And he did some pull-ups. And
this nigga took a nap. He had some.
No, when I sit back, y'all can't see me.
He had some noodles. Took a nap. He did some pull-ups before that.
His eyes glossy as shit.
We had jerk for dinner.
No, but definitely, I'm definitely for feet, hands. I don't care what you call it. Sometimes I get my damn eyebrows done. I'm not even ashamed to say it, and I don't care what no man other think. I'm gonna take care of myself.
Nigga, ain't nobody gonna say nothing to you, nigga.
Yeah, right, come on. Fuck out of here. Who's talking to you crazy? I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen it.
This nigga trolling. Yeah, I get my toes and my eyebrows done. Just so a nigga be like, hey, big man, you what's up? Never mind.
Listen,
I've been around you for 7 years. I ain't never seen it. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know.
Can you even feel punches, bro? Would you feel it?
If Jay tell me in the right voice, like, you need to get your eyebrows done, I might just get my eyebrows. Hey, big bro, you need to go get your eyebrows done. And he put his hand on my shoulder.
I never got,
bro. I'm going ahead with you. Let's go ahead and go see
Jacoby Jones Harbaugh tap on the shoulder. Hey.
I haven't had a pedicure in a while, so I can't.
Listen, I'm on that, bro. When I get down there that Friday, when we go get the crabs, we're gonna be missing for like 2 hours. We're gonna get our feet done, bro.
I'm not going in that motherfucker, man.
See, that's what we're talking about. See, that's what we talk about.
I'm talking about for the
Jordan,
COVID
you'll be late
shit.
for the appointment
Oh,
anyway,
he talking
Jordan.
about COVID.
I'm talking about for
Jordan,
the
you want to
COVID
make the
shit.
appointment anyway. We be just finishing up. About to leave out. Jordan,
just-
be like, oh,
So I just told my little cousin. I just told Tyree the other day. Tyree, my dog. Tyree, he pulled me up when we was over at Cheesy House. He was like, "Yo, man, why you always late, man? I be looking for you." I was like, "Dog." So I was like,
even Tyree know.
"Yeah," but I said, "Bro, it's not me. It's your cousin." He's like, "What you mean?" I said, "My wife." He's like, "Oh, all right." He's like, "Cause this is what he said." He's like, "I don't remember you being late when you used to come get me." I said, "I know, Ty. So don't worry about it. I'm a married man."
Nah, I've talked to the family. And it was before Shay. That's what I heard.
Hey,
no, that's not
women
true.
love being late, dog. They will
That's
make
not
you
true.
late for anything.
Nigga, when we supposed to go over Rail House.
I can vouch for him. Jordan been bopping off on her lately, right? Like he'll show up with Smalls, and she'll come later.
That's what he did. That's what he did when I was down there.
That's what I'm saying.
You did.
If we left it up to her, we'd be getting there at 9:00 every time. Every time.
And it's nothing you can do to make them speed up. It's like the more you want them to speed up, they
the slower to go. That's why. Listen, go find something to do.
The last time we was over your house, around, I was like, I got off work. I'm tired. So I'm like, I come in, nobody dressed. So I'm like, I was like, you know what? I said, I call Smig. I said, Small, that's how you leave it. So my man, Carter was like, Dad, I'm going with you. You trying to go there? He like, yep. I was like, all right, bet. Come on, get yourself dressed. We rolling. Because my wife, boy.
Thinking, man.
Yo, man.
Listen, I called before. Yo, listen. We getting up at this time, and I get on the nerves. Like, yo, come on. Yo. We had to catch the flight. Yo, come on.
I had that conversation.
Come on. Listen, I'm not. Listen, come on. Let's go. You gonna be mad? No, you gonna be mad? Let's go.
You knew. You gotta just leave her.
Nah, I gotta get on the nerves. Nah. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No, it sounds like Neef. It sounds like Neef way works. Get up.
Yeah, it worked.
Right, come on, and I'm gonna get on your nerves, just like you'll get on my nerves. Let me not do something that you think I should have done already.
But Jordan,
you think it's gonna be? You think it's gonna be? If I do something, listen. If it's something that she feel like I should have done already, do you think it's gonna be? Oh, no, what? I'm not gonna say nothing. Right. I'm just gonna let him figure it out.
Right.
Jordan, the evolution in your way works too. I want to go. I want to go now. Right. Whoever in this house want to go now is going now, and y'all bounce.
Yeah,
that works too.
That'd be the shit.
So the rule for me is like if it's an event my family's doing, because I love my family events, you better be on time. Nigga, you're not allowed to leave your ass. Now for her shit, I'd be like, do whatever the fuck you want to do. But for my family shit, because it's gonna, hey, dog, if my mama throw down, hey, bro, listen, we're gonna leave on time.
That's what I'm saying.
Fuck y'all.
I got one more question. For me in this drink because my drink about to die too.
Yeah,
I'm more like 19%.
My shit out the way too.
That's 2 weeks in a row. But go ahead.
Look, I hooked these headphones up. Bro, telling me I gotta hook these headphones.
I should have never gave that man a headset, man. That's what locked in.
That's what I gotta do, Jay. All right, let me ask you, what rapper gets no play in your car? Absolutely none.
Lil Baby.
I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. He got some hot legs though. He got some hot legs though.
I'm not even. Yo, can I be honest?
Lil Baby, aka Rich Gannon. Everybody like, that motherfucker shit hot. If Kendrick, Hove, got that going, Royce put out a song, that motherfucker would not be listening to Lil Baby. I don't even know the name of the song. What is it? Patriot Flag? Fuck is it called?
Did you see Royce and Lupe talk? They're live.
Of course I did.
That was a geek moment. Can't lie.
I did.
I was like, okay.
It's on YouTube, ain't it?
Yeah.
It's on Royce's page.
As we proceed.
Oh my!
You done got Brell out the way. Anybody else got a statement to make this?
I got one, but it's probably
any of these new niggas. Most of these new niggas, I can't play. Most of these new niggas.
I don't listen to Eminem.
I don't listen to Eminem. I've never listened to an Eminem album.
I can only listen to the Marshall Mathers LP in the car and the first 3 songs on Encore.
Never no Tekashi 6ix9ine for me, dog. That goes without saying. Nigga,
no rap
niggas. How does he even come up? Like,
nigga, that's the first nigga.
Y'all might.
How would that even be a situation?
Y'all might delete me if I tell y'all mine.
Hold on. Let me put this over the remove button.
Right.
Just in
I'm
case.
listening.
Can't come clean out.
Yeah. And you can't come back either. Like, that's the cool thing about remove.
No, and he out for a week too. He out for a game.
Rick Ross.
Oh hell no. What's wrong with Ross?
I'm not mad at that.
I am.
Ever again? What you say? What's the thing?
What's the question again? Hold on. Let's time out. Let's go ahead.
What rapper gets no play in your car?
Like
no
when you ask
that,
I gotta say somebody that's like popular that everybody fuck with. That you
don't fuck with him at all, or you can't listen to him in the car.
I can't listen to him in the car. I like his features. I like when he talks on the record.
So you don't like his music, him by itself.
Nah.
10 years in the game is still nobody's favorite.
It's a lot of niggas.
I like it.
No, I'm not mad at you. It's a lot of niggas that. So Tekashi before him. Tekashi before him.
I can't.
Why are you even talking about Tekashi? It's weird.
Yeah, that goes without saying
his name.
Like, it's weird.
Because
you keep saying it. You said like 5 times.
If I'm being honest.
Don't put that shit in the algorithm.
My kids, they listen to like when he dropped the Google, whatever that shit was. But even my kids, like, they don't fuck with it because daddy made it plain. Like, hey, this is why we don't fuck with Tekashi. But they still kids. They still have
that what I was saying. That what I was saying about my little baby shit. That my daughter 4PF. I didn't know what the fuck that is. I didn't know. But because she's listening, it forced me to give cursory like what the fuck is she talking about? And that's how, you know what I mean, it kind of go for me. Did you see that they had it's a 4-pocket 4. They had a Walmart fucking little baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Goddamn white people they strike again. The whites strike again.
Yeah, I heard that.
But let's not get off this Rick Ross thing before we move on, yo.
Yeah, that's a take.
Yeah,
yo, I just.
Jordan, right, that's big.
Jordan, can
that's
I
big.
Jordan, I'm talking to Jordan because Jordan has a special place in my heart, so I want to talk to him. Okay, I want to try to reason with this brother.
Go ahead,
Jordan. Did you even like? Okay, so what about Rick Ross on Devil in the New Dress? Did you like that?
He said
amazing.
He said features.
He kills features.
Okay. So how could you not feel the same?
I'm not a star.
That's terrible.
I'm not a star, Corny.
I don't like it.
I don't like that. You can't drink none of my. You can't drink none of my Jameson when I come to town.
You gotta drink wine. Fruit like BMF and that shit. You don't like that shit?
Nope. Jordan, how long you been eating noodles with bran? Because it could be like
I stopped.
Like a poison.
Right.
I stopped eating the salt.
What about you, Jay?
What's that?
What can't you bump in the car?
I think he said like most of these new niggas I can't do.
Give us a hot take, Jay. Give us a hot take.
Yeah.
It gotta be a hot take now. I didn't set the
I
bar.
only said Lil Baby because out of the jokes.
That pissed me off. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it pissed me off.
Honestly, I don't even listen to the radio because I got my
not the radio, just period. Not the radio.
Oh, these little any of these littles like Little Pump, Little Triple Red,
I can't
shit like that.
I can't do Young Thug. I can't do Young Thug, yo.
You wild.
Young Thug got some stuff actually.
I can't. I haven't heard.
Thug got some jams.
Matter of fact, it's a joint he got out with.
I'm never riding down the road listening to Young Thug.
He do got a drink.
That's never
I
gonna
do it. Ooh, we lifestyle. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. But then he tell me I'm wilding out. Rose can't get no play. But you listening to fucking Thug and Thug.
I fuck with that.
No, I can't do that. Yo, my speakers be. It sounds like somebody screaming at me. Like, how do you do that?
I can't even think about a hot take that I would have for this. Like, for real. I don't know if I have one.
I'm not mad at that Eminem joint, and I remember Cool saying a long time ago that maybe age-wise, no, Cool said like age-wise he never was into Eminem, right? Cool.
Yeah, that was past. You gotta think Cool.
Right, but see, for me, maybe the older I get though, the less I bang with Eminem shit. I feel like.
I mean, so if you go back, I will say that.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you somebody can get no place. I got a hot take for you.
What?
Somebody who I don't like at all, and niggas be hype about the Game. I do not like the Game, dog.
What are you coming up with this?
You tripping?
What's wrong with you? I don't like boy, yo. I don't like him, yo.
You know?
No, wait. You talking about the Game? The first album?
Hold on, wait.
Album?
He don't like the Game because Game and Meek beef. That's why. You know,
first of all, listen. Listen. First of all this Baltimore references y'all done had, y'all done Baltimore this episode out. The real shit, I'm late to the Meek party. I wasn't on Meek early. First of all, I was probably really start fucking with Meek after he signed the MMG. So I'm not even one of them. He just dick eat too much. He say too many niggas' names. Career? Yes. Who Game?
That's not late to the game with
No. Meek was out before.
No, I'm not talking about your local shit, but saying I only start fucking with Meek when he signed the MMG, it's not late to the game. Late to the game is me listening to Meek on his last album. That's late to the game.
Meek didn't put nothing out on Grand Hustle.
But he had a lot of stuff out in the city. Like,
hey, you been fucking with me for a while, nigga. That's at least over.
Listen, though, I don't like it, but listen, my animosity with Game has nothing to do with Meek Mills. My animosity with Game is just the fact that he just screamed too many niggas' names out. Like,
you ain't like the first album? The first album was
it was cool. It was cool.
Why don't you like the Game, though?
Because he says too many men names. Like, I have an issue with people who Dickie, you listen, if you say my name, right? Listen, if you on this podcast, right? Or you in social media in the world and you talking about how great I am, and then in 2 weeks, you can't really go back. You better off just shutting up when it comes to me.
Yeah, you do drop
names. You don't like him. You don't like him personally.
I don't know him personally. To not like him personally.
Like his character, because I'm talking talent and music.
No, you don't like him as a rapper.
I don't like him as a like dog. You shout. Listen, if I shout you out, how can I diss you if I shout you? If I say, and then nigga be like, me and Yayo was doing this, me and Bank was at the seat at here, and then me and 50, and then Drake told me, and then me and Hov, I told Hov, like this nigga.
Okay.
Like his whole shit is like that.
Okay, I see what. Okay.
And then he was nutty. He was very broadish for having that song out where he was dissing the Jones and he was saying all their names. That shit was nutty. I didn't respect that shit. That shit was corny.
That's all hard as shit.
Kanye hard on there. Kanye hard on there. His shit ain't hard. The Game shit was hard.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that.
That song was tough.
I really think the Game is important.
He sounded like a nigga. Listen, even if he wasn't,
he helped get them to that new point.
Like, what new point?
Yeah, he was the transition from the Snoop days.
Listen, he was the transition from the.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
I forgot Ross did Superfly, Super High. That shit jams. Damn, I forgot he did that shit with Neo.
Did y'all hear the Conway and Eminem joint bang where he did Joe and Revolt?
This nigga be. He
reaching.
Fishing.
Why
he fishing?
Super irrelevant.
He bored.
He right up there with Young M.A. like I told y'all motherfuckers a year ago. And just like I told you motherfuckers about goddamn Eminem. Washed.
Yeah, what about Swiss Beats calling out Drake? What was that about?
Well, he apologized.
So what? Nah, that shit over.
Zone.
That motherfucking apology was met with keep your motherfucking apologies. You don't like us? Say it when you see us.
Wait. What happened?
That's what Chubb said.
I ain't scared to see Drake, man. Oh, yo, here come Drake.
He's a big.
The same color FN.
He a big guy.
Drake
he's a
said
big
they
guy.
got the same color FN.
Man, he light skinned, man. I knock that nigga fucking head off, man.
The gun is the same color.
No.
He's the same color.
Chubb told that motherfucker keep that same energy when you see us.
The gun is the same color. And he sang it to you.
He a big guy, man.
Yo.
Listen, I just seen plenty of big niggas get knocked the fuck out.
Drake a whip Swiss Beats ass.
That's a fact.
Hey, I'm a J Prince investment.
Listen, Every nigga in the gym ain't no fucking.
You said yourself that you could beat up Floyd Mayweather. So you telling me a 45-year-old?
No.
45-year-old Swiss beats 155 pounds.
Don't listen. Don't.
I'm asking.
What I said was, in the best of you. Don't say my shit wrong, nigga. Like, don't hit me misspoke me.
Swiss beats a $165 as of over 45.
Listen. I just listen. You're right though, but we talking about a professional fighter. Floyd Mayweather's a professional. Drake ain't a professional fighter. Drake is a little bigger than him.
He shouldn't have walked that back, though.
No. He's like a lot bigger.
He shouldn't have walked it back. That's my point.
What did he say?
Hold on, dog. I done seen big niggas get their ass whipped by little niggas. I know. Listen, I got
all right, we got you. All right, we got you. We know. We know you.
You don't think Drake?
No. We talking about the situation with Drake and Swiss. Yo, we got you, Neve.
Right. I got a homeboy that's little with shit.
I just said we know.
I don't listen.
What happened?
You don't.
What did he say?
Terrell, you don't stop me from talking. I stop when
we
I
need to know what he said.
Here we go.
Mute him, bro.
Don't mute me. We won't get to the 100th episode. I tell you that.
You bitches. You gonna do this to me? You gonna do this to me tonight?
What he paid?
Right.
You gonna do this to
nigga,
me?
you can't keep me muted, nigga. I don't give a fuck about that muting.
What he paid? What he paid?
I just started reality the shit out you just now. I stat boy the shit out you.
Yo, I came about that mute, bro.
So what happened was that Swiss Beats was on live with Busta Rhymes, and Busta played a snippet of a song with him and Drake. And Swiss Beats was a little nice, as he called it. He literally used the words nice. That's how you know he old. And he said that he called him a pussy. He called him a pussy. And I was like, oh, man. So the next morning, backlash was bestowed upon him because there's just certain people in the industry you can't talk shit about and not hear about it. And he walked it back and said, I was nice. I was in the moment. I said some things I shouldn't have said. But no, you said what you felt. Right? You know what I'm saying? And it came out that way. And then Chubbs got on there like, nah, man, we don't need your motherfucking apology, pussy.
What nigga did Drake ever chump? I wait.
Me?
Hey.
No, physically.
What is wrong with you?
No. We talking about some tough shit. Hold on. That nigga said on the album, I had niggas in Philly that was ready to such and such. He knew what was up. And in the interview, with what's the name of them, he said, "Oh yeah, I know Meek and I ain't nothing to be played with." So you talking about niggas walking shit back?
He's supposed to say that now.
Hey,
nobody trying. Nobody trying.
That's like Kiss and Beans is best friends. Fuck out of here.
Neat. Can I say something? That nigga say he a J Prince.
I don't know. Can you?
He said he a J Prince investment. I'm gonna leave it at that. Hey, that Meek shit. He said it was real, but he wasn't sweating.
Dog, whoa. I don't respect. Listen, I don't respect no man talking about another man. So if I say, I got Jay with me, so that means, dog, I don't want to hear about no
that mean a lot.
That do mean stuff.
I can't respect that. Listen,
that mean a lot.
And that's fine.
That be meaning stuff.
That's fine. Can I say something, bro?
You talking about another man. Don't talk about
can I say
man.
something? Can I say something, man? Can I say something?
You can.
All right. It's like this, bro. When a nigga got so much love for you sometimes, when there's so much love for you and you matter to a nigga and he has reach, or people that have love for you that just got reach, that can make sure you stay protected at all fucking times, that shit go a long fucking way, bro. And that's all I'm saying is that.
Listen, that's fine. But as a man, I'm not trying to hear about no another man.
Okay,
Swiss gonna get tore up in the next motherfucking verse. I tell you that. I promise you that. Tore the fuck up.
I can't justify me saying.
But that's a positive.
As a man,
I'm saying it's a positive. So look, I tell you, put it like
y'all
this.
See what happened to Kanye. Y'all keep fucking around.
If you get out into a situation, you get out to a situation, and I don't give a fuck. I ain't got to be around. But if it's something that I know it can harm you or whatever, or it's gonna fuck up something, I'm leveling up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure, that ain't finna happen, bro. And that's just how it is. That's how it is. It gotta be like.
Oh no, I respect that. Ain't nothing wrong with having folks around you, but for you to speak for you to say, for me as a man, I feel like, and this might be just me, and that's cool. As a man, I'm not going to sit back here and say, oh, I'm cool because of another man. You get what I'm saying? Like, end of the day, and ain't nothing wrong with being cool. Like, I know if I need something, I can call Rel, but I'm not going to sit back here and bank on the fact that, yo, I can call Rel as a man, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying
I think it's more of a signal. Like, I think it's more of a signal to be like, hey, don't play with me. Do not fucking play with me.
Don't play with me because of me. Don't play with me because of another motherfucker.
But I hear you, Neef, but I think the bigger point,
certain names speak more value.
Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just me. I understand that, and it's good to have that though. You know what I'm saying?
I think when you talk about, when you say like, I don't.
Look at me, eyes. Look at his
No, I'm sorry. No.
Let me say this.
No, my shit about to die, so I'm trying to switch over to my phone.
Okay.
No, I ain't nothing to do with nothing else. Bro, send a link to the drink real quick.
Floyd Mayweather even said, Bob Arum. Floyd Mayweather was trying to get out that contract with Jay Prince, bro. Bob Arum, I guess, was trying to, he was going to pay the tab. And so, hey, Bob Arum had to go get that money. He was like, hey, I just cut him a check. He was like, nah, he don't do no checks. You're going to have to give him that bread. And whatever that fee was, what it was. That's Bob Arum. The same dude you talking about that set up the whole thing with, Nixon, to get, Lyndon Johnson to get Muhammad Ali fucking pardon, whatever it might have been. He had to cough up that money to that man. So, yeah, hey, it's certain people that's like, hey, you need to understand that he gonna be respected. So don't go over there fucking up and trying to be disrespectful to the people he loves.
It's just an extension. Yeah, it's just an extension of like Wayne saying Jay-Z took care of my taxes. It's the same thing. It really, and we gotta, to your point, Neef. I get it, and that's what we kind of have done historically. But we got to get to the point where an alignment does mean more. Whether it's protection, whether it's financial, whether it's, whatever, the idea of alignment and unity does mean more. Though it does speak volumes when you say, I don't think it's sucker shit. I mean, the old ways of thinking sucker shit, but it's not sucker shit to say, I'm a Jay Prince investment. That nigga saying something to me when I was so-and-so, and he going to protect his investment. That is what it is.
I ain't mad at you for feeling that way.
And it's real, and you don't respect it. Because I'm going to tell you something about these niggas in the game. And now I can say this. It's a lot of bitch-ass niggas in the game, bro. A lot of these producers that we love to, like they say don't meet your heroes, they are the weirdest motherfuckers on the planet, bro. You may not like your favorite rapper. If you really met him and sat down with him, you may not even like his fucking character. A lot of them motherfuckers ain't real. They just not. So that man Drake is an artist. You got to understand, when they see certain people in this game, they see him coming, they sharks. They trying to get you. Gotta have some kind of fucking alignment with some real.
No, I feel you. But when I hear that shit, I think about Lawless, right? Lawless. You ever seen Lawless? And boy was sitting there like, yo, when my brother find out about this, he gonna kill you. And Main Man said, but your brother not here right now. And what Main Man is. So that's just how I look at it. Like, end of the day.
But his brother did come back and kill him, though.
Yeah, he did. but he took that. Hey, Jordan, he took that ass whooping, and that was an ass whooping.
Yeah, he did.
He whooped that ass.
Right.
No, I'm just saying though.
I got a question for Juice though, since we're gonna move on. I just want to ask the question. Can we talk about this young boy shit or no?
Hey, it put it to you like this. You know what I'm saying? No,
I defer. Right. I'm deferring to Juice before I get into it. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, Juice live in Houston. You know what I'm saying?
I would say it like this. I'm gonna give insight. You know what I'm saying? Everything is public already. Everything is public.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, so basically, I was queuing it up to ask you
to tell us what it is
to talk about. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So what ends up happening is NBA young boy's home was vandalized. It was robbed. The guys, I guess, took his copy of the copy because NBA lives here. You know what I'm saying? And so wherever he lived, it was his home was vandalized. They took some keys to his car, whatever they said they robbed him. And that was an interaction. I think they got, so the dude was trying to, give him, get his stuff back or whatever it might have been. It doesn't matter. You know, Jay Prince then gets on, you know what I'm saying, Instagram and basically says, hey, you know, we had a situation that happened. The dudes that robbed him want to make it right. You know what I'm saying? He has, you know, he knows the OGs, NBA's OGs, they good. They on the good, you know what I'm saying, level. So, you know, he was gonna make sure, you know, he would turn his property. And, you know, I mean, you know, the triple OG, you know what I'm saying, respect him, he handled it the way he handled it. Well, NBA had a problem with that. You know, he was like, he could have reached out to him, he had to go, he didn't have to do it that way. And keep in mind, this is a young man. You know, this is a very young man, very talented young man, but a young man who is, you know, all what he say he is, but he's a young man talking to Jay Prince, you know what I'm saying, in this manner. So there was some, you know, just, you know, he had that exchange with him. I think also there might have been a rebuttal from Jay Prince, you know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at with it right now. You know what I'm saying? I like to say it's like this, man. You gonna respect this man. You gonna respect this man. This man carries himself, you know, as a man with respect, you know. Does a lot of good, you know what I'm saying? But he got motherfucking respect. And so at the end of the day, you know, you just gotta be mindful of that when you're talking to someone like him who has respect in the game, in the industry, you know what I'm saying, in this neighborhood. That's just, you know what I'm saying, like Sauce Walker, who's leveling up, you know what I'm saying, feeding. I mean, I'm seeing this dude feed people and bless people and level them up out of respect, you know what I'm saying? Just, and especially when we talk about in our neighborhoods and our communities, they go a long way. You just got to be careful with that shit, man. So, you know, but I mean, go ahead.
No, the thing is, like, and I respect it though, but a lot of these young cats, man, they don't like they don't care, like, and that's what I gather. Like, I don't know,
yeah,
maybe I missed something. They don't want to hear about, like, I forgot who said it. I think it was Kanye, but basically, I mean, you talk about, you know, back in the day, or how I had it, or, you know, who you was, like, they not trying to hear that now. It's right now. Then, you know, you gonna act like that Carlito's way and all that kind of stuff. Whereas though these young cats, no matter how strong you are, they're not trying to hear about, you know, none of that. We right now, we in 2020. I'm not trying to hear what you did in 1999 or 2005, even or 2010 even. You get what I'm saying? It's about right this minute. And if you ain't done nothing right, I mean, you're only big as your last situation. So if you ain't, you know, they're going to try you at the end of the day, no matter how much respect you got, no matter how many years you put in. It's some young, hungry cat who want that spot, and they're going to come. And that respect that we had, and that's what lacks, like, in, you know, I ain't trying to dog the youngins or nothing, but that's what lacks, like, that respect that we have. A lot of these cats in the early 20s, man, they don't be trying to hear that shit.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? You know, you just don't want to end up on the wrong side of what that look like. You know, right. That's why
I mean, it makes sense, but it happens. A lot of times some of the young cats got it. Somebody got it. You know, you got to show them you still got it. They're going to try you. You the king and you at the top.
If it's one thing I can give, though, like, any nigga that's looking at this, they got a son that might watch this shit. Or just, you know, anyone that's just affiliated in fucking music or when anything that's connected to, you know what I'm saying, the streets. Man, you got to respect the motherfucking streets at the end of the day. And a lot of these, you know, youngsters don't understand that shit. You know, you making street music, you talking about street shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect it at the same time. You got to understand, you know what I'm saying, what you put in that motherfuckers, what you get out of it. So,
right. But you know what it'd be like? It'd be like, because like my wife was talking about it, like Lyric, our daughter, Lyric would be like, my wife would tell her, like, yo, that look good. And she don't believe her. You know what I mean? Even though my wife know, like, I know, like, yo, that go together, or that rock or whatever. She'll go to my daughter, like, she'll go to Bria, like, her sister, like, oh, Bria, do I look cute in this? Like, my wife be like, yo, I know. Like, kids don't, they think you old, you don't get it, you ain't in tune, like, you not, you lost this. Like, just the same thing with the whole, when we talking about Jay, like, a month or two ago, when he's talking about, like, you know, Jay, he 50 years old, he don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? That's what it be like, I think.
But I think we all went through that phase also as you know, we're older, because, you know, it's like, so it's like music. You know, we talk about music, right? And we talk about the artists that we don't like, right? So when we was in the car and we was listening to, you know, hip hop growing up, right? Your parents was like, man, if you don't turn that off, you don't know what real music is, right?
Right.
And so you hear the shit nowadays and you say the same thing to your kids, like, man, what the hell are you listening to? Like, what did he just say? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, only person going to be bumping some Young Thug down the road is Jordan. So, everybody else can be looking like, what the hell going on? So, while everybody else is bumping Rick Ross and you hear a couple ohms, he can be, yeah. So,
the boogeyman said, you took my kindness for weakness, you dumb boy with limited thinking.
Oh, that's what he said to NBA?
Y'all want to hear it? It's only 1:21. I cue it up.
Go ahead, listen. I gotta
cue it up.
Percentage on my phone.
Y'all can hear it?
Yeah.
With limited thinking ability and disrespect. Talking slick, acting like you and your brother wasn't down when they let it be known your mob ties. I talked to your brother. I believe every word he said about you knowing because he's been solid with it. I've known your brother for years and never witnessed no weak shit. So OG3, we good. But you seem to be dumber than a box of rocks. So you despise wisdom. What you should be mad about is the lie you did. And the weak ass security being asleep in front of your house. I bet he lied to you about being asleep. That's free game I just gave you, but it probably went over your head. Let me say this to you, little homie. You're not a friend or enemy today. Let's keep it that way, no matter how hot it gets in Texas. By the way, I'm minding my business. You just too dumb to know Texas is my business. And I will give you whatever you ask for, good or bad. I'm done.
Now, the thing that I was saying before was, I'm not trying to knock the old head, but what I'm saying is this: as Drake, no, I'm not. Listen, I'm not walking nothing back. But my whole
you ain't got to.
No, listen. My whole point in that situation was, me as a man, even if I got that support, I'm not going to tell another motherfucker like, yo, I'm with him, so don't fuck with me. You get what I'm saying? Even though he fuck with me and he got me. And that's the shit I said was like, no, I couldn't understand or resonate with is the fact that me as a man, I stand by myself. Now, do I got people who gonna have me? Of course. But I'm not gonna sit back here and use that as a thing to scare a motherfucker off. And that was my point. But I respect that all day, what he just said.
Y'all think Mike Tyson making a comeback?
He coming back to do something.
Yeah.
That motherfucker look violent.
Oh, bruh. They saying Holyfield back training now.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that nigga, man.
He ain't touching
I
Mike.
want to see no damn Holyfield.
He's not touching Mike.
They
Mike
cool
looks-
now.
Mike in good conscience and having like all his wits about
I'm not,
That's the bro.
I'm
That's
not
the
worried
main
about
shit.
Holyfield beating Mike up. I'm
That's
not
the
worried
main
about
shit.
Holyfield beating Mike up. Mike
I'm
will
worried
beat
about
the fuck out of
Holyfield's brain.
Mike in a better space mentally, dog.
He understands now. Like it's crazy that at his age now, 50, he's understanding what he has in his hands.
What that shit feel like, yo? God.
No, I mean,
Damn.
you pay me the right amount of money, I will, but just for fun, though.
I ain't trying to see it.
Yo, he was hitting.
Y'all
that
heard
fucking
Uncle
heavy-
Shay say, you can't hit me for no amount of money.
Who said that? Uncle Shay.
Shay, yeah.
Ain't
No.
the fuck-
That's
no
everybody's uncle. He everybody's uncle now.
Yeah, I ain't taking that one, dog.
I let him hit me with that pad on that.
Fuck no.
Yo,
Cool. That
did you
shit look
see-
like it hurt.
It was a
Floyd
couple times.
Mayweather was making his homeboy piss blood. Floyd Mayweather. Imagine with Mike Tyson.
I'm
Never
gonna say,
mind,
have you ain't seen this last video, Cool?
When the
No, I
nigga
ain't
hitting the
seen
pad, he hitting the
He got the pad on and the dude almost fell.
He fell
Oh,
back
never mind
like
that.
3 feet. He fell back like 3 feet.
I'm walking that back like a moonwalk, baby.
Fuck that, yo.
I ain't mad at you, Cool.
Those pads designed to take 500 pounds of pressure with no
y'all
impact.
y'all niggas ready to go another hour. That's how it's looking. That's what we at.
My shit about to die for real though.
I just had to
I
ask.
Phones
I
and
just
died
switched-
and made
listen.
promises 40 minutes ago.
Listen, I had to switch up my device. I'm with myself.
He late for his ice cream date. He over there bitching. You over there?
Yeah, I gotta get out, bro, because I gotta get some work.
See, now juice bitching. See, now I ain't even the one bitching.
I got some work. I gotta get some work done. I got
listen,
I gotta
y'all ain't people. I just laid that foundation early before we start the podcast. Like, oh yeah, I gotta go to the studio and finish mixing down the shit. That nigga laid down that foundation 3 hours ago. Nah, this was a hell of an episode, but I just thought y'all niggas was gonna keep going.
Man. Wrap it.
Wrap it up.
This shit's
brother. George stayed for 3 hours. Welcome to the fucking club.
He gonna be the first one to leave.
Oh, hell, listen. Y'all see you next week. I see you next week.
Say less. And I'm gonna have
you owe me a Madden game too. You owe me a Madden game too.
Are we talking about O's right now? You want to do this right now? You want to talk about what somebody owes somebody?
On one system.
Yo, hey Jay, it don't matter. I mean, let me know.
Listen, Jay, we'll be back. Listen,
I got PS4 in the room right now. I'm just saying.
Listen,
oh no, I got
extra on Monday.
I thought you talking about the play. I play whatever. I play whatever.
You gonna get served like a B2K movie out this motherfucker, dog.
Hey, this episode what?
Good thing I got the game on both consoles and they both in the house, so I don't give a
fuck. We paying on the 4, dog.
What you want it on? We got the Switch. We can get wherever.
We on the 4, yo.
Don't get it fucked up. We got sticks around here.
Oh, this the mug.
Shout out to controllers, so ain't no bitching about the button. Nah, shit's in the box, bro.
Shout out to my cousin Ash.
Already did it, yo. God,
no, I can show you though. Black Father's Matter mug. I mean, she got them out there. That's what I wanted to do.
Can you freeze it? Hey, Neef, can you freeze the mug?
I'm not sure that this is my first time cracking.
I need to know.
Ask your cousin Ashley where the marketing dollars at. You know what I'm saying? She out here promoting.
I'm on 2%.
Brother talking shit.
Look at Juice. You just gotta go.
Juice
tapped out.
Go ahead and end it though.
All right, this is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 99.
99.
99.
99.
That one set. Yeah.